Anywho, hello there everyone and welcome to Corey Loses, where today we are continuing our Edge of the Empire Star Wars tabletop fun in our Edge of Despair campaign, where last time we got into some hijinks, technically joined the rebellion because they weren't happy with well, for some reason they didn't kill us. But
Yay, terrorists!
Then we made our way to Ord Mantell again, where we're going to be deciding whether we want to try to rescue Renzi, the old pilot friend we made with the Z95, or heading straight to our job on Mon Calamari to get supplies to Mon Calamari. Joining me as always is our fantabulous Avidon Hale crew. Are we even on the Avidon Hale? I thought we were on... Did we get switched?
We're Ord Mantell. You are definitely on the Avidon Hale.
Okay. For some reason I thought you put us in a different ship with the rebels.
Like, taken to it.
Yeah. But anyways, Avidon Hale crew, we have Inertial, Kalo,
Hey!
and Slevered.
Hello, hello.
And Discord seems to be messing up some of the audio, so I'm going to try to keep an eye on that. But we should be okay. Anyways, we've also got our merciful Game Master Bob here. So hello, Bob.
Hello.
All right, I'm going to switch the server for the server. Server settings. There. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I don't know, it might just be my connection, but there we go. Was I going all roboty for any of you?
A little bit.
Slightly.
More than each other?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe that was just me then. Anyways, take it away, Bob.
Okay, so as Corey mentioned last time, at the wonderful trade conference in Darlang, ran into an old friend of Waldun's, Slavid's character, Wooloo, because apparently Slavid has been indoctrinated by the Pokemon adverts, and and you guys managed to not have too much of a run-in with an Imperial agent. You had a definite run-in with some rebels, and they convinced you that, for your own good, it would be best if you acquired some Athacam medical supplies and transported them through the blockade of Mon Calamari to the surface and the poor people below. There was also, as Corey said, mention of Renzi Tosh, the plucky rebel agent who you guys helped on, tried to help on Ord Mantell. And she kind of got captured by Bounty Hunter, and you don't precisely know her location, but you're back on Ord Mantell, because in, the worst case scenario, you can do some shopping and find that Z95 again. Maybe do something with it. Before we begin the shopping, though, let's roll the force dice in front of you and see what the galaxy has in store for the plucky crew.
On top of the obligation we rolled last time for Buzz.
Oh, yes, of course.
Too dark, yay!
One dark
One
for
dark.
me. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Is it just 5 dark side points? Is that what we're getting here right now?
Yep.
Nice. Yep, okay, so the force is against the party.
Oh, I forgot to mention, welcome to the final episode.
They have no destiny to call on right now until I send the forces of darkness against them, but for now, they're just in orbit over Ord Mantell. Freighters whizzing past them, Imperial Customs ignoring them, and generally having a more relaxed time. Although Vos has his obligation to his past preying on his mind, and he keeps nattering about it, presumably affecting the mental health of his fellow crew.
Oh, I actually don't want to talk about it.
Really?
And there is a collective sigh of relief.
Yeah.
So that was just Buzz sitting in the middle of the room saying that out loud apropos of nothing?
That's why everyone is suddenly on edge.
And this is
Everyone's
why
like,
we
"Wait a
don't talk
second."
to Buzz. He's looking exceptionally twitchy.
Holding my gun at each other. I don't want to talk about it.
You guys just sitting there, Thar's picking his teeth. Just suddenly it happens.
Do Ithorians have teeth?
Don't
I
they
assume
just
they
eat
have-
fruit?
I assume they have molars. Probably like,
I thought they were more
I
of
don't
like
know.
side vacuum for their mouths.
Thar, you tell us.
Yes.
Do Ithorians have teeth?
We're gonna go with yes. Solid.
Where? This just raises more questions.
I don't need to tell you where my teeth are. Get away from me.
He is the doctor and dentist rolled into one. He knows where his teeth are, and that's what matters. But yes, as we're on Ord Mantell, you chaps all wanted to pick up some equipment for the ship and for yourselves. And it turns out that Vernon has been slowly amassing credits. How many credits does Vernon have, Inertial?
Let me get the exact amount.
This may surprise.
Dollars.
6,097.
Yes. So Vernon is a rich droid.
Richer than all of us.
Yeah, nearly richer than the entire crew put together.
How much do you have, Thar and Waldron?
Like, I have 2,694.
And I'm rolling at a stable 2,700.
Okay. Good to know.
No,
How
no.
much-
Get back here. How much do you have?
What do you mean?
Well, we all shared. Now it's your turn to share.
We're looking to pitch in some money so we can purchase something for our ship.
Uh,
We just want to know
Well-
how much you have so you can pitch in the right amount.
3,019?
Hey! Can I borrow 3,000 credits?
I mean, I spent a lot of money on Lifty.
Lifty's helping no one.
Lifty did bring the ship
Wow.
that one time.
At this point, Lifty
Yeah,
walks
Lifty
in.
saved
just
Oh, hello, Master Buzz. What is everyone doing in here? Master Walden, should I start
So
on
we're-
anything for you?
We're the president's around us, correct, Bob?
Say that again?
Are there any rebels still on the ship? Anything?
No. You're currently alone on your ship, but you have the sinking suspicion there's probably some kind of tracking device somewhere that's keeping tabs on you.
Yes. So we're working for terrorists. How do you guys feel?
Ugh.
That's
I
a
just
loaded
hope this-
question, Dar. I mean,
There's terrorism, and there's calling in a Star Destroyer on a civilian city.
wait, so Vernon, you don't like the Empire either?
Eh,
Vernon, do you have a conscience?
what's a conscience?
Mind. So, who?
So we have to get past this blockade, all right? And I think the best way to do that is to make sure like we don't get seen, because we've already got the bark on our record saying that, hey, we were totally caught with spice because of Zaya.
I feel like we should take our time with this and try to maximize our chance of success.
How long did the rebels give us to do this?
They didn't.
They didn't give us any time. We're gonna die!
Ooh.
Vuz is a little on edge.
I'm writing down in a notepad to get some antipsychotics when we're down at Ord Mantell.
Some sedatives.
Some sedatives.
Waldron, did they give us a time frame for this?
So, as far as I remember, no, but I would imagine that it would be an as soon as possible type of timeline.
Okay.
Yeah,
With that
was
being the case.
implication. That was the implication.
With that being the case, we know that our ship isn't quite the quietest ship that's here. We've run into a little bit of trouble. I've been talking with some of my buddies over the net as we are coming back to Ord Mantell. They were telling me that they may have a possible like engine type of piece that could really help us out. It's called a whisper thrust engine. And I'm not the greatest at finding this type of stuff, but Vernon, I think you might be.
I might know some people.
Master Vernon, if you require anyone to carry things for you on this journey, I will come with you.
Of course you will.
She'll be such fun.
Yes.
What of the rebel that we
such
totally
fun.
didn't get captured?
I kind of feel bad for like letting her get captured. We'll see if we can do something about it while we're down.
If we
Ord
can get
Mantell.
to an Imperial computer, I can see if she's still in the system.
No, let's not even go that far. I don't want anything related to the Empire
What is...
facing us. What about if she's a rebel? The Bounty Hunters Guild would have something. If she's still on there, that'll
Well,
give
the
us some
bounty hunters
information.
just found her and gave her to the Imperials. I don't know if they'd know if she's on the planet still.
That's assuming that she didn't. The bounty hunter didn't try and barter for more. Let's check the bounty hunter net.
It's less risky too.
I agree.
I mean, I feel like figuring out if she's in the system is literally the bare minimum. I don't know if it's going that
We'll start
far.
from there.
Okay, she got captured because of us.
Yeah, and we're fixing that. Or do you want to let her rot away in an Imperial prison for the
Why
rest
are
of
you
the
turning this around on me? You're the one that said it was... I want to save her.
Did you
Well,
say
she
because of
would've
us or
been
because
captured
of
regardless.
us?
Because of us. Because you ran over Thar, and then we got into a firefight we couldn't win.
Touche.
So,
Bob, I'd like to try and just check some public information networks on the Bounty Hunter network.
Sure, if you want to check the kind of general public-facing bounty hunter stuff, that'll probably be just a average computers check.
While he's doing that, we'll just go ahead and land the ship. So we'll get down to a docking bay.
How many is average? Sorry.
2 difficulty. Yeah, so are you going to dock at Great Rock again, or are you going to go to the capital Wallport?
Oh, 3 successes, 2 threats.
Are we
We'll
wanting
go to Great Rock first.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult. It's going to be a lot more difficult to find the stuff you want at Great Rock than it would be at the capital. For reference, Great Rock is it's a pretty frontiery kind of town.
Sure. We'll go ahead and purchase the items first, and then we'll look for her after. So we'll go to.
So looking at the public bounty net, Thar, you find that any mention of a bounty on Rensi Tosh has been... There's no mention of a bounty on Rensi Tosh in the system. It seems that if it was there, it's being collected.
Okay.
it's like I told you, bounty hunters don't care anymore.
I don't think bounty hunters have ever cared, little one.
So we
Is
should
there
go to an
any
Imperial
information
computer.
on the network that would indicate that it got turned in at all?
I'm going to say with the 2 threat, I can't give you any more information.
Okay.
You basically, you try and go a bit deeper and get locked out of the system.
We'll just do our landing business then.
Okay, so you come into land at the city. You're landing at the capital? Or Great Rock first?
Landing at the capital first.
Okay, so you're coming to land at the capital of Ord Mantell, Wallport, a much larger city than Great Rock, sprawling across the beach front with one of Ord Mantell's major oceans. You can see off in the distance the city starts to give way to the scraplands. But the city itself is bustling. There's casinos with bright neon lighting. There's freighters coming and going and luxury transports, signs for cruises, all that kind of thing. As you come to land at one of the public landing pads, unless you wish to pay for a private landing pad.
We're going to a public one.
Okay, landed at a public landing pad. It's plastered with adverts and stuff. You can tell that it's only free by virtue of the huge amount of advertising all over it. You watch as you land, a droid comes up and puts a bumper sticker on your on the Avidon Hale, saying something like "Welcome to Ord Mantell. Please visit Dice Rollers Casino" or something like that.
That man just vandalized our ship!
Let's get him, boys!
But yeah, Walport, a city
Well,
of gambling and tourism and not much in the way of law and order.
Waldern, is
Yeah.
Walport where Waloo is from?
Waloo is not from Walport.
All right, who's your friend that should have this this upgrade for our ship?
I will have to do some digging, but I will.
Let's make a hard streetwise check to find out.
All right. Hard is 3.
That's correct. And I'm also going to upgrade it once because lots of
it's
fun
good.
stuff can happen in Walport.
If you get a despair as your contact, Stormtrooper.
I'll assist them.
Look at this dice roll.
Okay, so we have Walden helping out, giving him a bit of the
All
personal
right.
touch. Damn. That was.
Wow.
That was close.
That was a
So,
little too
yeah.
close.
Do you want to describe
boy.
the? Do anybody want to describe the black marketeer you come across with your one success?
on,
What's that
Inertial.
guy?
I'm thinking of
He
the.
guy.
looks like Phil Swift.
I'm thinking about the guy, the captain on Treasure Planet with like one arm.
Oh, the cyborg guy.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
a little
that
crazy
sounds perfect.
alien, gooey-looking thing next to him, screaming
Yeah.
at us as we walk in.
Yep,
Yeah, that exactly perfect. Yes.
that works for me.
for ya?
Oh, do you want me to do the pirate voice?
I mean, obviously.
So what can I do for ye?
Yes.
We're
Oh,
looking
goodness.
for a I've forgotten what it's called. What are we looking for?
We're looking for something called a whisper thrust engine.
Not something
Aye,
you want in search
Ridley, is it?
history.
Now, how much is it, buddy?
Well, 7,500 credits is what I'd be selling on for.
I'm gonna whisper
7,500?
to Inertial, his character, Vernon, and say, "Hey, ask him if we can see the quality of it. Maybe it's used and we can get a down."
It's a good idea. I wish I could remember the guy's name. Like the actual character from Treasure Planet, but anyway.
Don't worry about names. We don't need names
Yeah.
here.
I could
It's
look
probably
at
not
it.
whatever name it is. It's probably not his real name anyway.
I could look at it and figure out
Oh,
if it's...
Kogar.
7,500 is
Captain
that's
Johnny.
the price for a new one, correct?
Arr!
I doubt you have a new one.
Aye, well, let me take you to the back and I can show you what I have.
That sounds excellent.
He hops his cybernetic peg leg off the table. And
If we're gonna buy this, I want to take a look at it first.
and he takes you into the back. It's like full of junk. There's ship parts everywhere and stuff. And then he points towards what looks to be a like new and sealed, still got its like little Rendilly Star Drive
Oh.
sticker
Oh,
whisper thrust engine.
So
Okay.
can I make
Arr!
a mechanics check or
It's
something?
huge, by the way. I mean, this is meant to
Yeah.
fit up. This is the sublight engine, so
Massive.
Did we bring Lifty?
pretty heavy piece of equipment. I don't know. Did you bring Lifty?
Of course we brought Lifty.
Lifty, yeah.
Why would else would I be, Master Wold?
I mean, you can flip a destiny point and say you brought Lifty.
No, don't do it.
I'm just gonna call the ship and get Lifty to come. Hey, Lifty. Yes, Master Vuz? Can you get over here? Okay, Master Vuz. And then we wait for Lifty.
Okay, and you're just standing there tapping your feet.
Well, while that's happening, I want to
100 credits.
I want
for
to
his
take a
time,
look.
by the way.
I want to take a look at the
Yar.
thing before we buy it.
Aye, you wanted to be inspecting the merchandise. Well, I can't have you breaking the quality seal.
I won't break the quality seal.
Okay, can you make a hard mechanics check?
Can I make a hard mechanics check?
He failed.
I mean,
Triumph.
really, who knows? With a setback because of the quality seal.
No setback.
Okay, excellent.
So you can just say that, and the GM has to go along with it.
It's
It's definitely
give
not
us
a
a
character
wrap.
trait I have.
I mean, I can go.
I'm
just
using a
check.
victory point or a destiny point.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Oh,
All right, you better roll hard, homie. Come on.
I figure if I find a defect, we'll get a discount.
You're really looking
There
for this
were
discount.
I mean, if
yeah.
you get any
Defect.
successes, yeah. Advantage as well. Come on.
We're getting 3 triumphs.
Oh my god.
We're not getting any triumphs, guys. I told you.
So I can tell you, your 3 successes mean you you inspect the engine. It's in perfect condition. It is brand new, straight out of Randilli's workshop. Clearly, just been shipped to Ord Mantell the last week or so. The 2 threat is you break the quality seal, and the guy looks at me. Yar, little ship rat. He can't be going tinkering with me merchandise.
Don't. I'll
Now you've got to purchase it.
Yeah, and I'll say-
7,500 credits, and he holds out his hand.
Okay.
Guys, it's really good.
Well, there
How
goes
much-
a
I'll
bargaining
say-
position.
I'll say 7,000, and we got a deal.
Can you make a?
Oh my god, he's going horde.
We're getting kicked off of Ord Mantell.
Can you make a hard negotiation check upgraded once?
Okay.
Because Destiny points.
Oh?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Nah, 7,500 is my final offer.
Can I?
And
have
I
the
could
limit?
also throw in a Hydra spanner.
Oh!
Oh, Hydro Spanner.
There's cheese
Yeah.
whiz all over my old one, so that would be okay.
He just
Okay.
picks one up from the bench and says, "Here you go." Slaps it down on
Is
the
it
engine.
broken?
It
Okay.
just looks like a Hydra spanner. They're worth like 10 credits. It's like he's giving you a screwdriver to attach it to your ship. Like
All right.
that's as far as he's going.
How
here.
much is everyone paying individually so we know what to give the guy and take out of our inventories?
We'll say we pay for it, and then we'll deal with that at first break.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. So you all shuffle around in your pockets or compartments or fur and dig out the cred chips, and he rattles them around and says, "Ah, thank ye. Now your droid will be taking the thing out."
Of course I will be. So
That-
Nifty
well-
lifts it up and heads back to the ship.
Word of warning for you, little ship rat. Don't go tinkering with people's merchandise.
I didn't tinker with it.
Well, we
I
were
just-
planning on buying it anyway, regardless. We just wanted to make sure it wasn't scam. I think you know how.
Aye. I'll be seeing you.
I didn't think it was
He
like a.
fist bumps Vernon on the way out.
Yeah. Vernon returns it.
Of
In the
course.
most awkward robot.
But does Vernon blow it up? That's the real question.
Does Vernon what?
Blow it up. Explode it?
Oh, you know what?
How close are you?
Yes.
That's what I'm going for here.
Yes, he does.
What the hell was that?
I had to think for way too long to know what you were talking about.
Yeah, I know.
So did
Yeah,
I.
It's really hurt my brain.
You guys were never cool. Maybe I was never cool.
I'm just picturing the Big Hero 6, like,
Okay, and there was a couple of things that Vernon wanted to buy for himself, wasn't there?
Yes. Walden, if you wouldn't mind helping me out on a shopping trip.
sure, certainly.
You need my help
Um,
too?
No, that's okay. I think you should get started on the whisper thing.
I can get that installed quickly. Are you sure you don't want me with you guys?
Quite, yes.
What? Did you say quiet or quite?
Quite.
Oh,
The other one works too, but I did say quite.
all right. Buzz goes back to the ship and installs the thing.
Let me just double check. I think for ship attachments, they just slot in. But let me just double check.
If it's, oh yeah,
I think because it's mods to the attachment that usually take. I mean, it might take some time to install it. Starship and vehicle modifications. Nope. Yeah, installing an attachment just takes you some time. So you can just head back to the ship and install it at your leisure, Vuz.
All right, I'm doing that. You guys do whatever you want.
Okay. What are we looking to purchase, Vernon?
Yes, I would like to find some low-profile armor plating, like is used in certain types of clothing, as well as long-range infrabinoculars.
Well, okay. That sounds like something we can find here. I'll go ahead and make a roll for that. Whatever I need to roll.
I want to whisper to Inertial and say, hey, we're all, not human, and we're going to an Imperial blockade. We could technically pass you off as an Imperial droid trying to bring slaves to the surface. Maybe look for some Imperial codes while we're here, see if we can get...
Imperial clothes is a lot of money.
Yeah, it's worth investigating.
That is worth investigating, yes. You did say codes, right?
Mm-hmm. Just so if
Okay.
we do get caught, we have some type of story.
Well, I'll try not to get a code that's too old.
Okay. What do I need to roll for? Is it armor?
So just a single hard
Yeah.
negotiation check will cover both items.
Okay.
If I could provide a boost since I'm along with him too.
Yes, of course.
All right.
Goodness gracious.
That's how it goes.
That's not a good result, is it?
No, it is not.
I've seen better.
Yeah. So I'm going to say with the advantage, it means you still find the infra binoculars, but for the life of you, you cannot find some low-profile armored equipment. So you can find infra binoculars at the standard price, and you can add those to your appropriate
Okay.
things.
And can we say I want to have them installed inside the bug eyes so that there's no visible modification?
Okay. No
So-
visible modification. That would probably be at least a mechanics check of some kind. You'll
Okay.
probably need Vuz
Well,
to do that.
Yeah, hold off on that then.
So for now, you can just hold them up to your bug eyes and use them. But
Yeah.
if you want them installed, you're going to have to tramp back to the ship and find your good pal. Pal. Acquaintance. Colleague. Okay,
Guy who
so
hangs around.
guy who hangs around and
Being in relative distance to me.
So I'm sensing a lot of GM interference on the interpersonal relationships here. So let's try to stay
apologies.
unbiased.
Bias? What bias?
We want Orin back. Is that what we're saying?
Well, okay, so we'll take a glance around for. You're looking for Imperial codes, but I wouldn't know for the life of me where to even start.
Yes, that is not something I've looked for before. And this may be something we need Vuz for. I'm not certain.
Yeah, if you want to, it depends. So, what kind of codes we talking? Are we talking about changing the identification of the
Transponder?
ship, the transponder codes, or are we talking about?
Oh, that is something I wanted to bring up. Is I personally would like to have a false transponder before we head out to Mantell.
Transponders are. I don't know if we have enough money for it.
Changing your transponder codes is an interesting thing to be doing. Takes a bit of work.
So
You generally have to hack into the transponder box of the ship and replace it with credentials stolen from another another ship. So
at the very least, that's a whole lot of convincing Vuz to lie and do that sort of thing.
Yep. When selecting a suitable ship to mimic, the player character should first access Bureau of Ships and Services records. Although they could take a guess and identify themselves as a different ship of the same model, most likely only a few ships in the galaxy have a similar enough transponder profile to make a convincing ruse. The latest non-classified transponder data is available from Bureau of Ships and Services for a fee of 1,000 credits, although buyers must first pass a background check and update their own ship registration. Finding an approximate check requires an average computer's check in several hours. Gaining physical access to the transponder system is a hard mechanics check, and to replace a transponder code identity, that's a daunting computer's check. So it's tough.
Probably not going to happen.
Concealing a ship's transponder code is easier than faking one, requiring an average computers or mechanics check. However, masking a transponder code is just as illegal as falsifying one, and much more obvious, immediately attracting the attention of any authorities in sensor range.
Well, we're trying to hide ourselves on approach anyway, is what I think the current plan is.
Some smugglers choose to do so regardless, usually when doing something obviously illegal and bound to attract attention, simply so they cannot be identified as the culprit afterwards, assuming they get away.
So that sounds like something to do to me. But back to the Imperial prison transport idea. Would we necessarily need a different transponder for that? Like, is that what Tidarium did?
I don't know if we can necessarily do it with the fact that we're in a freighter ship. They probably recognize that we're in some type of freighter ship. If we want to, at this rate, if our best option is to hide our transponder codes, and if they see us, we just book it.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay. So that's the opinion. What's Thar's stance on this?
I'll go with the flow here.
Okay.
Sounds good. Okay, I think we're all set with what we need to purchase.
Everything we could find anyway. Not
All
that
right.
I'm ungrateful. Thank you for your assistance.
Is
I
there
tried.
anything else you'd like to do on Ord Mantell? Is there any other reaching out you'd like to do in terms of Rentsy
yes.
or?
I would like to go to would it be an ISB office where people would turn in bounties?
On Ord Mantell, the Empire doesn't have enough of a presence to have offices like that. The Bounty Hunters Guild location
Okay.
on Ord Mantell would be where you'd go if you wanted
So
to talk.
I'd like to go near the bounty hunter's office and try to see if anybody saw a Twi'lek bring in a human bounty.
Okay. Sure. So to find the nearest bounty, like guild or the guild office in Wallport, that's going to be a hard streetwise check.
Okay.
Actually, let's go with average. Like, they don't advertise their presence, but they also don't hide that they exist. They're not like, especially in the rim, like in the mid rim, they're not really.
They're not exactly a cult.
Right.
I'll help you out with that.
Oh,
We're not talking about the Geno Radin here or something like this.
Let me double check that. I haven't actually used Streetwise much. Yep, that's right. Oh, okay.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. So you definitely find the Bounty Hunters Guild. What would you like your 5 advantage to do? Because you definitely find it. That's
More
for sure.
illegal contracts.
I'm not sure how finding the Bounty Hunters Guild could be bartered into
Well,
a contract.
we could find with 5 advantages. We could do some interesting things. We could find the bounty hunter.
Yeah, if you want the Twi'lek Bounty Hunter to be
advantages do
there.
that?
Yeah,
All
easy.
right, yeah. We see the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, and she's just walking out of the guild office as you approach. And she
I
sees
want to
you.
be right next to them when this happens.
Okay.
Are you trying to be
Yeah.
okay? Before she sees you, are you trying to be stealthy?
If we see her before she sees us, I would like to stealth.
Okay, I think with 5 advantages, I could say, because 3 advantage is almost like a triumph. So I'd say with that, I'd say she doesn't see you yet, but you've noticed her. So,
Okay,
with that in mind, you can make a stealth
could
check.
we do either that or have Thar right next to her, or what? What do we do?
He needs to be able to get close though. She's a bounty hunter. She will notice you
Okay.
just kind of
All right,
wandering up
then.
to her with shot gloves humming.
An
you know?
Ithorian with shot gloves lumbering over towards
I'm
her,
not trying
heavily breathing.
to slap her to death or anything. I just want to make sure that I'm with you guys when it happens.
Okay, stealth check, you said?
Yes, since she's not explicitly looking for you, it'll be against her vigilance, which is 2 challenge dice.
Oh, hooray.
This group stealth or each individual?
This would be group stealth. So basically,
Okay,
take
well,
best agility, best stealth rank plus a boost.
I think that's it right there.
All right. Damn, your luck is good. Very disappointed. Disappointed in you, challenge dice. Disappointed. Okay. 3 success, 3 advantage. Yeah, you sneak. You all sneak up on her. She's just standing outside, looking at a data pad with presumably a new bounty. And would you like a 3 advantage?
That Buzz shows up at that moment.
Hello.
I'm back on the
I don't
ship.
know if that would be advantage. I think that would be more threat.
Buzz just shows up right in front of the bounty hunter. Oh, hello, it's you.
Remember when we fought you?
Could we have that firefight?
Can I whisper to them while we're sneaking up on her real quick?
Of course, always.
We shouldn't try and scare her. We just need information.
We should probably also wait until she is a little further away from the most powerful area for her.
So, could we use our 3 advantage to have her walk down like an alleyway or something like that, so she's away from the public eye?
Sure. Yeah, she glances down at the data pad, kind of hides it with her hand, glances around, doesn't see you guys somehow, and heads off down an alleyway to look at things more discreetly.
Okay. I say let's follow her. Like she's out of the public eye. Let's
Okay.
we can talk with her.
So you follow her down the alleyway. You notice she's basically walking towards a speeder. So are you going to like shout out, call to her, or something like that?
I think.
Or...
Would anyone be mad if I started this conversation?
Go ahead and
Go
start
for
it.
I
Do
will...
we have her name?
No.
No, we just know her as that bounty hunter.
I'm
I
just
will
gonna.
call Vuz and let him know what's going on.
I'm just gonna meander over to her and tap her on the shoulder.
Should I come meet
She
you?
startles up immediately and draws her pistol.
I'm gonna like hold up my hand and say, "Whoa, hey, no, nothing like that. You're not."
She
nothing bad's
lowers
gonna
it gently.
Listen, we just need information. We're not here to do anything bad. And as far as we know, you've already gotten everything you need. We just would like to ask you some questions.
She looks more closely in the alleyway and says, "Hey, I remember you. Weren't you working with that rebel?"
Yeah, about that. So you turned that rebel in, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. We're not here to start a fight. We just want to know where you turned her in.
Well, to the Empire, of course. They're the ones who posted the bounty.
Of course. Where did you meet them? We're trying to get her back, and as far as I can tell, you've been paid already.
I just turned them in at the guild office.
Okay. Can you give me any names? People that received her?
She starts raising her pistol again. I'm not going to tell you anything more. I'm just going to leave now.
Hold on.
She starts backing off towards her speeder.
Clearly, you're in this for the money. Is there anything we can do that might persuade you otherwise?
She looks thoughtful for a second and says, "No."
This is your time to come in if you want.
I outside of physically punishing her, I don't think we have really any other course here.
Try flirting with her.
Yeah, my dog Slobber just starts flapping around. some sort of primal mating call.
I mean, I know how I want to handle it, but
She's just backing towards her speeder.
Yeah.
Make your minds up.
Okay, I'll look at Thar and I'll just look at you and I'll just kind of nod, like, lead the way if you want to do it.
can I?
Yeah.
Oh God! How many people are around us before I like? This is the only question I'll ask. How many people are around us?
We're in an alley, right?
The alley's pretty empty. There's a few like womprats digging around, and then there's there's plenty of people going by at either end of the alley, but no one's coming down the alley. It doesn't seem like it's very regularly used.
God, this is stupid. This is so stupid.
We can just go to the Bounty Hunters Guild. We can go in and ask.
Can I? Is there any identifier on her speeder?
No, it just looks like a rented speeder, similar to the one you were using at Great Rock.
I'm just gonna let her go.
Okay. She gets in the speeder, reverses it out of the alleyway, and shoots off into the rest of the city.
My inner barbarian just wanted to clobber that person. Let's go to the damn bounty hunter's office.
I look proud at
was that in
Thar.
character there, or Thar just saying, "My inner barbarian"?
Absolutely,
So-
absolutely.
Since Vernon calmed me, by the time they get back to the bounty hunter's office, can Vuz have gotten there?
That sounds reasonable.
Okay.
Guys,
Buzz
did
is
you get any
a
information?
quick little thing.
Bar,
So
did you get anything?
No, we need to talk to the bounty hunters guild.
Why don't you guys distract them and I'll go into their computers?
Yes, let's sneak around the heavily
I mean, I've got an
trigger
idea.
happy people.
If they're happy, then it'll be fine.
Guys,
It's
it's the bounty hunters guild. Some of them may have a code, but we can probably just bribe some of the officials. Come on.
That sounds okay.
Yeah.
Waldern, who's better at like talking to people here?
Walder.
I am.
Guys, it's
Waldron,
me. I'll
Let's
do
try
it.
and get them to give us 5 minutes with their system. See if we can pick up any information.
Okay.
So do all of you just stroll casually into the guild office?
Yeah.
Let's just have Buzz and Waldern do it. Inertial, let's make sure that she didn't like suddenly decide to shoot us with her friend.
Okay.
So you guys chill outside
Mm-hmm.
on the lookout while Buzz and Walden head inside. Inside, it's a bit dark in there. There's a bunch of computer screens and which have some very heavily armed looking people of various species using them. There's a desk with a droid behind it. And then there's a bunch of like large screens showing some of the major bounties that are available in the sector.
Yep. So I'm going to walk up to the main desk. I'm just kind of before I walk up to the main desk, I'll motion over to Buzz. Like, do you want me to do a distraction?
Well, how many people is it? Does it seem like there's any reasonably unmonitored areas?
It all seemed like it's a relatively small. The public area is relatively small. Like there's some areas out the back where you can see like there's essentially a security lock, shield door going through into some other areas that you can just about see through the fuzzy shield. Where there's some people talking at tables, but you can't hear them. It's completely soundproofed. The
Is there
area
a
you're
light
in
switch
is...
anywhere?
There doesn't appear to be a publicly accessible light switch, no.
Okay. We could ask them if they'd let us look at their computers, or just ask them for any information. They'd give it away, right?
I want to say on our comms, if that's possible. It's going to be in reference to something I wanted to say earlier.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you can.
If you guys really needed like a distraction, I'm sure me and Inertial can let us know.
Who's Inertial?
Vernon, sorry.
I'll walk up to the main desk and ask the the receptionist or whoever.
It's a droid.
Oh, it's a droid. Fantastic. I charmingly walk up to the droid and compliment its shiny bolts, and ask for some information about a specific person that was transferred here.
Thank you, sir. Do you have a guild license?
I
Is
do
that
not, as
literally a license to
extra
kill?
charge for people that don't have a license.
If you do not have a license, you may not access bounty records.
Can I speak to a manager?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to assume, by the way, the droid model is that one in Jabba's palace with like the flappy mouth.
Perfect. I'm gonna walk up to I'm gonna look around the room and find the tamest looking bounty hunter, or somebody that could potentially be a bounty hunter, and
Okay.
ask for some assistance.
Could you make a hard perception check?
Well,
Well,
There are a lot of probably concealed weapons here,
The whole
I'm just
place
looking
is a
for a
concealed
kind
weapon.
face.
and that boost is from.
I'm not. I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Right.
looking at my woefully inadequate perception roll.
I have 1 proficiency. Can I boost?
Yeah, you can help each other if
I have
Alden
one
nudges you.
This is basically my roll right now. So if you have any other any more cunning, then
I don't have any
it's my roll.
cunning. Like my cunning is 1, but I did
Oh.
buy a rank in perception for some fucking reason.
Well, we're currently
This is
sitting
smart,
at this
smart.
right now.
Okay, so then you're providing a boost, Fuzz. And good luck. Good luck finding the tame bounty hunter.
Okay.
We could get a triumph.
Sure.
It's possible. Oh dear. So you have 2 advantage. You fail to find someone who looks unarmed. You eventually settle on a human man who's got a grizzled beard, short cropped hair, and he has a heavy blaster rifle on his back. That was the smallest weapon you could find.
Okay.
This
these
is the
guys
tamest.
really
Was
like
that
their
a-
guns.
Was finding that guy the advantage, or
No. That was just the least threatening. He's still incredibly threatening.
So for the 2 advantage,
Light switch.
light switch.
light switch?
Light
I have dark
switch?
vision.
Okay, we find a light. We find a panel in the wall that is accessible at Buzz's height.
Yeah,
and is able to
yeah.
turn.
You find a light switch. Okay. So what do you do with the light switch?
We give it a minute.
Okay, I'm going to cautiously walk up to the human man and just kind of give him a little bit of a sob story of how we're trying to find somebody that was taken here, and we want to make sure that she's okay, but we lost her once she got transferred here.
Okay.
Would he be helpful enough to help us find her, at least where she got transferred?
So if that's going to be a charm check, that's going to be 2 challenge dice.
Okay, I'm gonna run a congenial here, so that will downgrade a difficulty
Okay.
once. So that'll be from 2 challenge to 1 challenge, 1 difficulty.
Correct.
Is this worth using our destiny point?
Mm, We can
Before
flip
Bob
it.
does?
we can flip it. Yeah, why not?
We still fail.
If we fail this, this is the end of the road.
You take additional strain for using congenial, right?
Yes, I take 1
Okay.
strain.
Oh my god!
Oh my
cow.
god.
He turns to you, arching an eyebrow. I don't think I can help you very much, mate.
With the 4 advantage, I'm gonna show him a little bit of money just to say like, how about this? Will this help out?
He rubs his beard. Yeah, I think it just might. I can let you have a look at the system here for 500 credits. I think should be all right.
I'm gonna mutter under my breath, Rentsy better pay us back.
Oh, I can go to the computer?
I'm going to hold up right now. We're gonna let this kind man assist us first. So I'm going to go ahead and pay him 500.
Okay. And he says, "Thank you kindly. I'm not very interested in helping you, mind. I'm just going to take my money and walk away, accidentally leaving the terminal logged in."
I try to wink, but I fail because I don't think I'm doing its wink very well.
He just kind of goes,
Yeah.
It sounds like you're doing it on purpose.
Buzz!
And then I try to make the, like, I put my hand on my face to make the winking look. towards
I think he's trying to do this. And then Buzz winks.
Yeah.
The bounty hunter just rolls his eyes and walks out of the guild office.
With the terminal logged in.
Yeah, the terminal's still logged in.
Okay.
I hop
And
up.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to try to find where she is.
Okay, if you could make a hard computers check, and I will upgrade that.
No. Hard computer check. Upgraded. So 1 challenge, 2 difficulty.
Yep.
Efficiency. Need to... Oh, no, actually, I get that.
Whoa.
Your computers is pretty good these days, huh?
I can install my...
Do you have any
AMS.
equipment for this as well, or is it just that?
Just my fingertips.
Ooh, he's so smart.
Yeah, I mean, you're already on the system. You don't need to access it.
Oh my god, this is...
You play around on the system a bit. You look at the current bounties that are available, but you find nothing about Rentsy. You can't get very deep in the system at all.
I can't find anything.
For some reason, you just feel like the whole galaxy is against you.
For some reason, I feel like the whole galaxy is against me.
What if we look for, instead of looking for Rentsy, we'll look for just Imperial bounties? There's probably not that many in
I
Ord
feel like there
Mantell.
probably are.
I'm going to say, by the way, amazing. Nice reroll there. I'm going to say, by the way, that the time that it's taking you to do this, the droid has clearly
Looking at-
noticed you and is getting up from its desk.
Hi, droid.
You should
Well-
not be accessing this system. Please leave.
But the nice man let us do it.
While Vuz is talking,
Irrelevant.
I'm looking at the screen
Leave.
right now. What does the screen say?
The screen. Are you trying to look at?
Vuz is talking. I'm guessing Vuz has already typed in everything, searched everything. It's just documents on a screen now.
I mean, and you're looking for any mention of Imperial stuff, right?
I mean, my roll found nothing useful. I don't think we...
I will allow Walden to make an easy computers check to read what's there and see if he finds something useful. I'll tell. We'll see. Walden's computer skill is not the best in the world. So.
It is non-existent.
So
Come
it's
on,
okay.
come on, give us the big roll slip.
His average intellect, which I'm actually going to upgrade this once. So there you go. There's your
There you go.
difficulty. Good luck.
Okay.
You're gonna get us killed.
Come on.
So you have one advantage, and you don't find any mention of specifically Imperial bounties.
Mm-hmm.
The advantage that we get out without getting shot.
Yeah, we'll back out without any further argumentation from the droid.
The droid watches you leave with its like beady glowing eyes, following
Bye.
you. It does not repeat your goodbye.
If we could rewind like 30 seconds, I'd like to pickpocket the human as he walks out.
Oh, okay. Can you make
That's,
a skullduggery check against 2 challenge dice?
All right. 2 challenge.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say you. Well, what are you looking for in particular?
Just keeping in practice whatever he happens to have that's easy to grab.
I mean, you basically take out the 500 credits that he was just
I'm good
provided
with
with.
that. I am very good with that.
Because, it was just like right in his pocket, so that was some droid sleight of hand there, just whips it back out again. He doesn't notice somehow. Just, there you go. Congratulations, you've recovered it. At least you're not just 500 credits down on the deal.
All right.
All right. How'd it go?
Well-
We didn't find anything.
Well, I guess you'll just rot in prison.
Vernon.
I mean, to be fair, you guys did roll terribly. That was very impressive. Your characters completely failed to achieve anything of value.
If we can't find anything here, there's tons of Imperial computers and stuff on Mon Calamari. Let's go there. We might be able to
We
find.
could check her Z95 again.
For what? They
For
wouldn't.
what?
She escaped from a prison previously, if I recall correctly.
That is correct.
And it's possible they just sent her back to the same one.
Did we tell the rebels where it is? I think we did. Would it still be there?
We came straight here from that conversation, essentially.
Yeah, but we're very bad at navigating. They might have gotten here
That
first.
is true, yes.
Let's
We
just get the
we
other
did
job
let them
done.
know. Yeah, we did let them know where the ship was. So hopefully they can help her.
And with that sad failure of an attempt,
We could ask them
we're
to
gonna
check
have a
the thing.
we can go to break. As Buzz desperately tries to convince everyone that they should in fact try and help Renzi.
All right,
That's
we'll
the
be
plan,
back.
little buddy. Just gotta wait.
We'll be back at I guess 9:07, so 10-minute break. See you then, everyone.
Excellent.
We are back from the break now. Thanks, Eckhart, for the raid. I guess we'll get on with what we're doing. The attempt to find Renseed's information went very poorly. But let's see.
The only way it could have gone worse is if you
Zero
rolled some
on the money.
despair.
It's always... It's so dumb. Oh well. So I guess we should just
Okay.
go to Mon Calamari then.
Well, you need to get the medical supplies first. The things you're actually moving. That you don't just go to Mon Calamari. You're actually meant to be transporting supplies there. Remember?
Well, I assumed we'd do that. Was implied in the going to Mon Calamari.
I thought we would just do a dry run.
Look,
See if we can get through the blockade, come back and get the supplies, then go back through again.
Yep, we can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
there's
Yeah.
no way that could possibly go wrong.
Okay, Waldron, where are we supposed to get the supplies from?
As you're walking back to the ship,
Oh no.
a tall female Selonian
Oh.
Oh god.
with an axe strapped to her back is striding down the street and spots you, Vuz, and
Okay.
starts beelining towards you.
Yep. We need to leave.
I notice the other Selonian and wave at it and say, "Hey, Buzz, there's another Selonian right over there."
Waldron, you're being such a fuzz right now.
They're very rare in the galaxy, of course. So, and male Selonians even rarer, but female Selonians are relative. You see them occasionally. From what you can tell, though, she looks like a wanderer, a Davas, one of the Selonians who has been compelled to leave their den and go and explore the galaxy. And she walks up to her and says, "Ah, hello, a Selonian and a male at that. What are you doing off-world?"
I'm here with my friends.
Oh,
he
friends.
thinks of me as a friend?
Yes, friends. I left my den to go exploring.
A
Exploring's
male
fun.
Davas? Really? That's
Yes.
surprising.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, can you make a can you make a deception check here, please? Against against
Obscenely hard.
1 challenge and 2 difficulty.
Are you upgrading that? Oh my god.
No,
Why-
no, that's just the difficulty.
It could happen.
Oh.
She says, "Wait a minute, you don't sound like you're being entirely honest. How long have you been away from Salonia?"
A couple days.
Oh, he's trying.
You know, I don't think I believe that either. She turns to Walden and holds out her paw. Anyway, pleased to meet you. I'm Gorin.
I'm Waldern.
Yes, Walden. So, how long has your friend here been with you?
He's been around for a bit.
That's what I thought. So, she looks down at Vuz. What's your name?
Vaz?
His name is Buzz, man.
Vazpar?
No, it's Buzz.
Her eyes widen. Vuz? Not Vuz Paw.
Yes, Vazpar.
That explains a lot. So, what brings you out to Ord Mantell, Vuz?
We
Trying
like
to escape
money.
things again?
Well, we're helping people.
Oh, helping people, hmm?
Yeah, we're helping people.
By lying to them, huh?
Well, I don't lie much. I try not to lie.
Oh, you don't lie much. You
I-
try not to lie. I see.
I haven't lied since I left Salonia until you found us.
Her kind of pleasant demeanor is rapidly ebbing away. Look, Vuz, Runt, I wasn't expecting to see you out here of all Selonians. She starts talking to you in
Selonian.
in your own language in Selonian. So you guys can't understand her unless
everyone
you
else
want
is
to make
just
quite
like
hard.
a bunch of squirrels making squirrel noises.
Yeah, basically. Vernon, if Vernon had a protocol module, an actual protocol module instead of a pretend one, he might understand. But you do not. And she starts saying, usually if I were to meet one of your exiled kind out here, I'd have to challenge you to single combat.
Usually, well, we're not usually right now. And I've got all these friends. Vernon can shoot you, and when Thar isn't hit by cars, he's actually really good at fighting too.
Yes, well, I think I'll just explain the situation to them. We'll see how they feel about it.
I don't think they'll care.
Well, you don't know until you try.
Okay.
She's still a very
explain.
honest, straightforward Selonian who will just blithely trundle her way through life. And it seemed to do her well enough so far. She has a few scars, but And she turns to Waldon. Do you know that this Selonian of yours, Vuz, he's been exiled from his home world for lying?
I didn't tell them that. May have left it out. I did not tell them that.
So,
they never asked.
Would I need to make a specific check to see if like lying is actually a cultural thing?
I mean, if you want to know if you know anything about Selonian culture, that would be like a hard knowledge xenology check.
I kind of feel like being around Vuz would bring that down a little.
I mean, Vuz doesn't exactly harp on about Selonian culture.
Yeah.
He never even told you guys why he was exiled, that he was exiled.
So
you blunder your way into the conversation, and
I'm gonna
you have
say
no idea why lying could be such a big deal.
Yeah,
Seems
I'm
like
gonna say
he's incensed, basically.
Yeah, so based on the Clatuinian side of it, it's like lying happens. I mean, what's exile got to do with lying? It's not a big deal.
She clicks her tongue and says, "Oh, you people disgust me. And lying is a capital crime on Selonia. Vuz here was lucky to be exiled.
Lying
But
almost killed my dad, so
as part of our
That's all
code
for
of
me.
honor, I must fight him in single combat. Do you promise not to intervene?"
I told them I was a mechanic on Selonia. I told them when they asked that I'd fixed a speeder that I hadn't fixed yet. But I've been trying ever since I left to not lie anymore so that I could go home maybe.
A
Wait, you were
mechanic.
exiled because you
Males are just for breeding.
You did fix a speeder?
You're not supposed to lie. It's like murdering someone. It's murdering the truth, Vernon.
oh, they think oh.
Oh. Well, in the interests of not murdering the truth, ma'am, no, I will not accept a single combat.
I'll accept it if I get to fight you afterward.
Very well. I don't think I can take all of you on. So it seems that I may have to dishonor my den somewhat, but, well, they've already given up on me since I went wandering.
Okay, so
You're lucky today, Vuz.
So you don't even want to go back. Why would you want to fight me for getting kicked out? Clearly, you don't like them either. I mean, I like them. No, I don't like them. They suck.
Oh, so you've abandoned your honor as well.
I mean, you're going to talk about honor, but you're accosting someone of your own kind, someone who's also technically exiled, like you
He
are.
broke
Hold
the
on.
law, and I'm not exiled. I chose to leave.
Well, you're breaking the law if
okay,
you don't.
so self-imposed exile's better.
Can you make a since you're basically, can you actually make like a I'm trying to decide if you're really like, are you trying to get her to leave basically?
I'm bullying her.
Yeah, so if you could make a hard coercion check.
A hard condescension check.
Sure.
See, if I was on you, lucky you have your pals here to help you.
I really thought they would let her fight me alone.
That would have been amazing. Hard, so that's 3 difficulty.
Okay, sure. My bad.
Oh man, getting to use that willpower. There we go. She kind of quails and she says, "No, it's being a wanderer is a calling. It's part of me.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a party. Also, staying on ships, feeling like you're alone every night, wondering why your family hates you. I know all it's all about, but you need to leave, my friend.
You know what? I'll fight you, and then if I beat you, you can tell every Selonian you see to leave me alone.
Buzz, and I'll take Buzz off to the side. It's like, Buzz, you can't fight.
Yes, I can.
Buzz, I'll be your champion. I'll fight her.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna smack her with my tail.
Whoa, Buzz, whoa.
Does she look tough?
She looks like she's been through a bit, yeah. She's not like super tough, but she's definitely tougher than your average Selonian. And like I said, she's carrying an axe.
I've already rolled so poorly tonight, not that I know what that means, that there's no way I'd lose.
Ah, yes. Once again, that's how probability works.
It is. If you ever walk into a casino and you see that roulette's been black 6 times in a row, you're guaranteed to get red. Right?
This is the Vuz School of Gambling.
Yeah. I've learned so much from this game.
Hold on. What's the combat going to result in? Are you going to kill our friend?
It will potentially be a fight to the death, and yes, unless he yields.
Can I? Oh. No, hey, Buzz, get in there.
Yeah. I'm a monster.
I warned you.
So, Vernon, are you going to let this happen as well, then?
I guess.
Unarmed?
I mean, everybody is all for it, so
Just-
Vernon's just gonna step aside and watch.
Is this supposed to be armed or unarmed? I'm assuming Vuz would know what standard protocol is for this.
I would say it's actually going to be unarmed combat.
Okay.
So it's going to be a load of tail whipping.
Yeah. Just like early level fights in Pokemon.
So, yeah, she puts her axe down, turns to you, to the other 3, and says, "Could you give us some space, please?"
Before we do that, can I, inconspicuously, change the ingredients of one of my stim packs to something that will impose, drowsiness?
I would say that'd be a daunting medicine check.
Okay, let's
Oh,
try it
no.
out.
What did you say her name was? I didn't write it down.
Gorin. That's Goryn.
Gorin?
Yeah.
Alright. And it's an agility. The tail's an agility based
Yep.
melee weapon.
Yep. Brawl. Agility-based brawl weapon.
Right.
Daunting is 3 or 4?
4. Where's the boost from? Oh, you have booster medicine check, or so you have the special
back-
med kit. Yeah. Well, you
I
failed
got a
to
triumph though.
Yeah, you failed to set it up as a sedative, but you do have a triumph. So what would you like the triumph to do? You can do something else to the stim pack, just not what you intended to.
Paralyze her dominant arm.
That's a bit too specific. That still kind of comes under like.
I mean, give her a stroke. Well, that'll do the same.
Oh god!
And you're doing
could
this
maybe
without her noticing?
Maybe you could do it to swing into a positive way for Vuz to use it. Maybe.
Get rid of my crit.
Let's. Could it possibly boost his HP for a little bit?
Sure. He currently
What
has
about
one.
giving him an extra ability temporarily?
I mean, that's a standard use. Yeah, that is a use of the stim. Basically, it would give you a use of the stim pack talent, which
Sure.
gives you.
Well,
agility? Are you saying agility instead of ability, or?
Yes.
Agility, yes, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yes, and that would be a use of the what's that talent called? Like enhanced impact or something. It's actually on Thar's tree, I believe.
Okay, so I'd effectively go to agility 4 and
Yes.
0 wounds.
You don't gain the benefits of the stim pack as a
Okay.
stim pack. Let me just double check the talent precisely, because I think that's the best in rules way of doing things. Stim application, yeah. One engaged ally increases one characteristic by 1 for the remainder of the encounter, and suffers 4 strain.
Oh, okay. Well,
So yeah, use the stim application, and you gain a rank in agility, and you take 4 strain. So you don't know what was in that stim pack, but it was something powerful.
You feel kind of peppy. Go get him, buddy. I'm gonna pat him on the back real hard.
Okay.
Before combat starts, I'm gonna pump up Buzz with a rousing speech. I've seen you fight before. I know you can fight again. You can kick this.
You literally just told him he couldn't fight.
I winked, I swear. I winked before. I know you can do it. I believe in you.
thanks. I'm getting mixed messages, but thanks.
That's
if
an
you want to make
inspired
your
rhetoric roll, yeah.
Yes. I'm going to add a setback because you did just tell him he couldn't fight.
Yeah, okay.
He was just showing more support to the fact that I lied by lying that time.
Yeah, if it's a leadership check and you can remove setback from leadership checks, then you can remove the setback. So yeah, average leadership check, no setback then.
Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me.
Okay, well, can I recover 2 strain with that 2 advantage?
Spend advantage to cause one affected ally to recover 1 additional strain. No.
So the successes amount, yeah, the successes are the allies, so I have no allies gaining recovering 2 strain.
Yep, but you have 2 advantage. You can recover strain if you like, Walden.
So you'll feel
one
better
strain.
about this. But it doesn't.
Woo! There you go. And you can the other advantage, you can pass a boost to his first check. So, and the first check will be your vigilance roll.
Could I set myself up at some place where I could reflect sunlight in her eyes if necessary?
One-on-one combat.
Let me find this mirror.
3 success, 3 advantage to my vigilance check.
Damn. It's
Wow.
pretty damn good. You might be going first.
If I'm not going first with that, this is not going to go well. Oh, well.
And she got 1 success, 2 advantage, so you do indeed go first.
All right. So how is this? Is it just for the attack with the tail, then I'd roll 4 ability dice, because normally my agility would be 3, now it's 4.
Yes. And then you don't have any ranks in Brawl, do you?
No.
And the standard Selonian tail weapon is a Brawl weapon with +1 damage, I believe. So that would be your Brawn +1. So the damage you deal as a base is 3, I think.
Damage base on the tail, and according to
Is
this, is 2 damage mod +1. Range engaged, critical is 5. Brawl, skill, quality disorient, 2 knockdown.
Yeah, so you have... if you roll enough advantage, you can knock her down and stuff, but she can also knock you down, so... But yeah, the tail is going to deal 3 damage base for you, because you have 2 brawn.
Alright.
Okay? Cool.
So... Oh, wait, I did the wrong thing.
So if you would like to go first, she's standing at short range with you, relatively short range from you, relatively composed.
Alright. Whipping
But
her
not
with my
completely
tail.
prepared.
Whipping her with
Okay,
my
so
tail.
you take a maneuver, you walk up, and that's going to be an average attack.
It is 4, right? I'm not wrong about that, just before I...
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
Okay.
you add an extra die.
And did you? Oh, use.
I boosted
use
the vigilance.
And you miss. You miss with 2 advantage. Amazing number of blank dice there. That was quite remarkable. What would you
Yeah.
like your 2 advantage to do?
Catches her off guard, and
Okay.
she stumbles a bit. So set back
Okay.
on her attack. Is that reasonable?
Yep, that seems perfect. Yep. So she's surprised by your sudden rush, and you give her a setback on her attack. She readies herself with her tail, takes aim,
Oh,
and you don't have any melee defense, do you?
I do not.
Okay, let's see how well the Games Master's rolling tonight. Significantly better than you guys. So she deals 9 damage. She's quite buff.
Soak is 4, so I'm at 6.
5. So that's 9 damage, and does she get advantage there? 1 advantage, okay, just 1. So with 1 advantage, let's have a think. She is going to flick some sand up with her tail and add a single threat to your next roll.
Okay.
So you're now locked in this Selonian combat. From everywhere else, it looks like 2 otters, like, writhing.
All right, so I'm going to use my maneuver to aim, which adds a boost, right?
Yep, that adds a boost. You don't have a setback, you just have a single automatic threat.
All right. Smacking her with my tail again. Hey!
Oh, you actually hit for a whopping 4 damage. Unfortunately, her tough hide deflects your shot,
Oh, crap.
and you don't appear to injure her at all.
Oh, no. Oh, no!
Do you want to... She looks down at you on her turn and says, "Do you wish to yield, Vuz?"
No?
Very well. And so, yeah, she takes aim again and attacks you. She's just going to keep beating on you until you either give in or pass out. Or die, I suppose. So she hits you again for 8 damage.
Up. Which brings me up to 10, I think.
Yep.
Can
so you
I
took...
choose to enter combat?
If you want to get involved, you can choose to get involved, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna step up and say, all right, that's enough of this.
No!
Buzz, no, that's enough. I'm gonna roll vigilance. Absolutely
No,
not.
that's okay. You don't have to roll vigilance. You can just come in at the end of the round, which is the end of this round now. Well, maybe the end of the next round. No, at the end of this round is fine. If you're watching what happens and you come in at the end of the round. What do you want to do?
Move
You're just watching
close.
Buzz getting the crap beat out of him.
It's pointless if
yeah.
it's not me.
Yeah, but no one will hear the tale if she's dead.
You're gonna kill her?
How close am I to her?
You guys were probably standing out at short range, forming like a circle. There's a bunch of people, there's a bunch of crowd of people who are now helping form this circle around.
Yelling,
And
fight.
they're cheering. There's you can see some people taking bets. Obviously the odds are strongly against Vuz, since he's a good
What bets has Vernon made so
shorter.
far?
So, can I just take aim and try and punch her?
If you want to walk in and try and punch her, you can do that.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that.
Okay. If you're going to take aim as well, then you'll have to take 2 strain.
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, take aim and try and punch her. With your shot gloves on, presumably, since you never take those off.
Ever. They're a part of me.
They smell very rank.
So there's the difficulty.
I'm going to use pressure point on this attack because I think you have to say before you even do it.
Yes.
Correct? Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna do pressure point,
Okay.
and that is a Just the normal brawl check, correct?
Yep, just brawl.
Plus the boost from your aim.
Yep.
Okay, and then yeah.
Oh my gosh. How are we rolling like this? How are we rolling?
You just try and wade into the combat, but these two mustelids are just going at it in such a squirrely, squirmy mess that you just can't reach for anything. You just flail around and just miss every punch, and that's impressively bad. Oh boy! And yeah, you achieve literally nothing except getting Vuz upset.
Okay, my turn again.
As we head into round 3, yes, it can be Vuz's go if Vuz chooses for it to be his go.
All right, I tell Thar to get out of here.
Uh-huh.
Take
Absolutely not.
aim and tail smack.
Tail smack. Tail miss.
Oh.
Oh my god.
This
The
is
incompetence.
just awful.
It's you have literally not laid a scratch on it yet. So yeah, what would you like your 4 advantage to do? Might want to recover some strain.
Gives me enough time to say I yield.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you can yield if you want to yield now.
Goran, I'm done. I yield.
She stands up. She pulls away, glares at Thar and said, "You should not have been involved, Ithorian."
Oh no, we're not done. You're not allowed to harm my mechanic.
Oh, so you're just going to try and have a fist fight with her now?
Oh, absolutely.
This gets much worse for me if you killed her.
You won't die.
Okay, so she stands up, takes a maneuver to where her glaive is, and picks it up. And she stands there ready with her glaive.
As
At short range
not
from
gonna
you.
Do an action.
Nope, she just walks over and picks her glaive up and stands ready.
All right. I'm just gonna move to attack her
Sure. Yeah, you move
before
up.
I get my butt kicked. Here we go.
You move up to engage range, and I'm actually going to upgrade the difficulty of this check. So that's what you're rolling against.
I'm at the end of this round already. My weapon.
There's some booing from the crowd.
Okay. I mean, it's same thing. Pressure point if it connects.
Okay, you're going to try pressure point
Yep.
again. Finally, we have a connection.
A love connection?
No.
And then after that, I'm going to flip a destiny point with anatomy lessons and add damage equal to my intellect to that.
Okay, so can you add up the damage for me? So that's 3 successes plus your ranks in intellect, which is 4, so that's 7, right?
And then there's the gloves themselves.
And then you deal pressure point. You deal strain plus equal to ranks of medicine, ignoring soak.
Yeah.
So
and
that's
then the
2
medicine
pierce, 2 strain with pierce, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got like 9. Currently got 9 damage, pierce 2, just from the success and the and your intellect and your medicine, and then finally your brawn is added on with the shock gloves, which is they deal 3 damage. So that's another 3. So that's 12 pierce 2, basically.
So
Sort of.
Huh,
So it's
okay.
So it's 12. It's 12 strain damage. With 2 of the damage ignoring soak. So there's 2 guaranteed plus 2 guaranteed plus 10 that has soak subtracted.
So how much is she actually taking?
I won't tell you the precise numbers, but she like squirms a little as the shocks crack along her fur. Her fur stands up on end a bit, and she looks visibly very shaken. Like it doesn't look like she can take much more of that.
All you've got to do is go away.
She yells out, "You should not interfere!" Are you going to interfere, Vuz? Are you going to do anything?
Buzz, this is the time to reclaim your honor.
You kind of ruined that, Thar.
You're not the typical Selonian. Get back in here.
No, I'm not going to help you beat up on her. Stop attacking her.
Okay, so if no one's going to stop her, she swings her glaive.
I'll take it like a champ. I deserve this.
Do you have any
Defense.
melee defense?
I'm wearing the chitin armor, so it's like soak
That's just-
2. Yeah, that's it.
So that's just soak, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you have soak 5 now, effectively, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Brawl plus soak. Brawl
Yeah.
plus soak.
Yep. And she hits you, and that is 8 damage, pierce 3. Sorry, 7 damage, pierce 3. So
How much would I be taking total?
5. So you
Oh,
would,
sorry,
so you
5, yeah.
because you have 5 soak, you ignore 3 with the pierce, so you have effective 2 soak, and then you take 7, so you take 5 damage.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
I'm assuming it's my turn again.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and bop her.
Okay, well, my error previously is that her glaive has defensive 1, so she has melee defense, so you need to add a setback to your attacks against her.
Okay.
That was my mistake in the last roll, but that's fine, because it didn't really hurt anything.
Sorry.
I think that's it.
I have.
Um,
I'm supposed to add 3 because I have 3 brawl.
that looks like too many, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Plus
just
speed
3
bad.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There you go.
And once again, gonna do the pressure point nonsense, but I'm also gonna take aim if that's all right, since we're
Yeah,
like
of course.
right on.
I mean, that's a maneuver. So, and pressure point is just an incidental. It's a passive, basically.
Okay.
So,
Oh my gosh.
oof, that was so. That is so that's 2 plus 2, 2 gone through. So that's guaranteed 2 plus 2. So that's 4. Oh, no, let me think. So that's 5 from the gloves. Right, the gloves are plus 2, aren't they? Or are they plus 1?
Their gloves are plus 3.
You had 3 successes last time, right? For 12 damage?
Yeah.
So 2 successes would be 11 damage.
Unless, yeah, but he also flipped a destiny point, so it's actually 7 damage total.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because the destiny point is what made me like monster
Okay,
rock.
gotcha.
7 with 2 pierce, effective with 2 guaranteed. So it's okay. Yeah, your pressure point. You managed to find a pressure point, but you don't do much beyond that.
Okay.
So she again just flinches a little bit, but she's clearly getting to the end of her capabilities of just standing up at this point. But it's not going.
I'm gonna take a step back, like I guess in
Okay.
manner, and be like, "Hey, we can stop this. You just have to leave my mechanic alone."
She's also like, "You must not interfere." She's very upset about you getting in the way of an honorable duel. So did you actually step? Did you? Whoops! Did you actually step back in terms of actually making a maneuver?
No, I was just like,
Okay.
I'm trying to signal that I was trying to like give her an out, basically.
Okay. She's not very interested in.
Okay.
So that is another 7 damage, pierce 3. So that's another 5 wounds for you. She said, "Do you yield?"
We're about to find out if you yield.
Thar, yield.
Oh no.
And she has 1 advantage, so she recovers 1 of the strain that you dealt her.
Okay.
Pretty happy about that hit she gave. So you're gonna just keep going at her in the same way.
And I assume I have a setback, correct?
Yep, because the glaive is defensive.
And the difficulty is 1,
2.
2. My bad. I'll just forget every single
Yeah.
time. Pressure
That's
point.
okay. That's a lot more. That's very impressive. So that is 8, right? So that's 8 damage
Pierce 2.
with 2 effectively ignoring. So you take 2 strain yourself because this combat is getting a bit harder than you thought. You just hit cancel, so you're at 6.
Yeah, that's my B. Wrong button.
So that's 7. No, hang on. So that's 8, and then 2 guaranteed. So it goes. She shudders a bit, and she just kind of sits on the floor and says, "Okay, I yield, Ithorian."
I'm gonna reach down and attempt to help her up.
She takes your hand, and at least you were honorable. And she glares at Buzz.
I don't think it's honorable to fight a technician when you clearly have combat capabilities.
He broke the Selonian law. It's his fate.
You broke my personal code. Have a nice day. Buzz, let's get going.
Well, do you hate the Empire too?
She turns to Buzz. I can't say I like them very much. You know what they're doing to Selonia.
Do you want to join a rebellion?
Oh my god!
Bear in mind, there's a crowd of people around you.
Yes! Oh,
Holy cow.
She looks around and says, I don't think this is the place to discuss that kind of matter.
Do you want to join a rebellion? Yes or no?
She's like, I don't think this is a good place to discuss that matter.
I just say really loudly, do you support the Empire?
She says very, very quietly, no.
Buzz, let's get going. I'm gonna try and drag him along.
You start to see some people wearing what appears to be like some of the bounty hunters you've seen at the guild, maybe pushing through the crowd a little bit. You see like the points of guns. And
Buzz, it's time to go!
Some of the local security are clearly on their way as well.
Okay, you can either come with us and join a rebellion, or you can stay here, and you don't like the Empire, I say louder, and then we run.
She shakes her
God!
head.
Wait a minute!
She shakes her head and like disappears off into the crowd. You guys should probably also be disappearing off into the crowd.
I'm gonna run back to the ship with Buzz in tow, unless he resists.
So what's the plan? How's everyone getting back to the ship without being acquired?
I'm just gonna meld into
I'm
the
running
crowd
through the crowd.
Okay.
Being
Those of you who
protocol
are
droid.
disappearing into the crowd, if you could make an average stealth check.
Go ahead, Corey.
Alright, I've been rolling so well tonight, so I'm sure this will go great. Oh, thank God.
There we go. You can even recover a strain.
I will do that.
Who else is melting into the crowd?
Vernon, you can go.
Vernon.
Okay, then go for it. As you all go your separate ways. Oof. Cutting it a bit close
Somehow.
there. But
Yeah.
there we go. You get 1 advantage. What would you like to do with that?
Pickpocket a guy for like 50 credits.
Okay.
Oh my
50
god.
50 credits as you hustle your way through the crowd. One of the bookies who was betting on the fight drops a chit and you pick it up before he has a chance to stop you.
All right.
This
I'm
droid
really-
is going very rogue very rapidly. We're talking like D&D, pick everything that isn't pinned down kind of rogue.
His directives are deteriorating.
And Walden.
Walder?
It's a stealth roll here.
Oh yeah, you just shoot through. Yep, you are the invisible.
I am the
Tatooine.
crowd.
Yep.
I'm
And
just
finally,
gonna,
Thar is just going to barrel through, presumably.
I'm gonna use coercion with my bonus
Coercion?
from Chitin. Like, I'm gonna appear
Oh, you're going to
intimidating.
threaten. You're going to threaten your way through. Okay.
No,
You're looking-
let's just go with Brawl. We'll just go with that. That's fine.
Well, it'd
I
be
don't like the
athletic.
way you just said.
It'd probably be athletics to run through a crowd and push your way through.
Yeah, sure.
So it'll be a hard athletics check. 'Cause it's a bit harder to just smash your way through people than
Is this correct?
Yep.
Oh god.
Let's do it, baby.
Oh my gosh.
So you
Oh,
kind
it's
of
a wash.
you ram your way into the crowd, but to your despair, as you watch everybody else, watch your crewmates disappear, you find yourself being pushed back by like a wave of people yelling at bookies and yelling about how the fight went, and they're not very happy with you in fact, because you interrupted the fight that they were enjoying. So yeah, you're kind of trapped in the crowd right now. What do you want to do? You can see like the bounty hunters and security forces pushing their way through the crowd. They're getting closer.
Is there any one person particularly blocking me?
No, it's just kind of a general mass of people of various species and sizes, and all slightly angry with you.
I have no idea what to do. I'm just gonna try it again.
You're just going to try and force your way through again? Okay, you think you've got one more chance before before you get caught. You were lucky not to roll any threat that time, because otherwise you probably would have been caught. But it was just a failure, so they've got to get through the crowd as well.
We're about to flip one. Sorry. Is this correct?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
God.
We screwed.
So you have one advantage. So you can... I don't know what you want to do with that. But you just bash into this wall of people who just hold you back, and you feel the muzzle of a blaster pistol on your back and the growl of a security officer saying, "What are you doing over here having an illegal fight?"
Self-defense.
Oh, right, well, you can plead that back at the station. And he holds out a pair of binders. Hands out.
I'm having flashbacks to one shot.
At least it's only one of us being captured this time.
Do you put your hands out?
Sure.
Okay, he claps you in the binders and yells out, "I got one!" And starts dragging you through the crowd, which parts its ways a little more than it was for you, and pulls you off towards the station, talking on his comlink about how he's got an illegal fighter who's being taken in for questioning. And the other guys, the rest of you who are who escaped into the crowd, you probably can't really see what's going on very easily unless you want to make some kind of perception check, probably. Or
I was running back to the ship.
Okay, yeah. So so Vuz, you're back at the ship.
I imagine the people that are moving stealthily were moving a little bit more slowly.
Relatively
Yeah,
speaking.
The way I see it, I didn't really stealth so much as just pretend to not be involved.
So you're saying you didn't actually head back towards the ship, you just kind of waited?
Well, technically, Waldern and Vernon didn't do anything.
No, I mean, stealth allows you to move stealthily, if you choose. That's how you move stealthily. So I assumed you were heading back to the ship, but if the other two of you just disappeared into the crowd and didn't go anywhere, then you have a vague idea of what's going on.
Okay.
I calm Waldern. What's happening? Where are you guys?
We're still in the crowd right now. Where'd you go?
I'm back at the Avidon Hale.
Wow, you move fast.
I'm on my way back to the Avidon Hale. Time is a weird thing.
So, by the way, of course, you're broadcasting to everybody, and it's coming through on Tharscom as well. And
I am?
Well, I mean, I assume you are.
I
said you.
I said I calm Waldern.
Oh, okay. Then no problem. No problem.
No,
I don't hear anything.
Carry on.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and calm Vernon and say, Vernon, are you all right?
I'm fine, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try and calm Thar and say, Thar, where are you?
Thar, you hear the comm go off, and the security police turns around, grabs it from your wherever you have it stored, and turns it off, and then puts it in his pocket.
Waldern, what's going on?
I'm not getting any response from Thar. I think we're gonna have to stay on Ord Mantell a little bit longer.
Oh,
How many
God.
people have me in tow?
So there was just one guard to start with, but he's joined up with another. And there's one in front, one behind, escorting you to the station through the crowd.
You know, so Vernon and Waldern saw him get taken.
No, I didn't see him get taken at all.
I would say I didn't either.
I just know that his comms turned off at this point, and I can't. He is not responding.
So, do we need to take a break so you guys can formulate a plan?
We might need to.
Do we want to take a break, or do we want to call it there for this week? Figure out what we're gonna do, and next time have a heist episode.
It might be better to do what we're supposed to do on the next session. I don't know.
How complicated do we think this is gonna get?
It could be as simple as walking in saying, "Hey, that's our guy. Could you let him go?" We don't. I mean,
So, for your
That was
reference,
our fight.
the services on the security services on Ord Mantell are extremely corrupt.
Okay, let's
They're
we'll
mostly
take a quick.
just and everyone knows this. They're mostly just private security firms who just run different areas of the city
All right,
at the behest of various casino owners and so on.
we'll take a 5-minute break then, and then we'll try to get Thar free. So let's say we'll come back right at 10.
Perfect.
All right, we'll be right back then. All right, we're back, and Thar is in jail.
Yep. Thar has been escorted to the local security station and thrown in a cell with a bunch of other various miscreants, most of whom just look like they've been at the casino. There's quite a few drunk people of various species, wearing relatively fancy clothes. Thar, do you...
No, I'm good, but wait.
Okay. Okay. As the security officer takes off your binders and pushes you into the cell, he says, "We'll be processing you in a few hours, probably. See you in a while." And he walks away whistling.
Okay.
Okay, so there you are in a cell with a bunch of drunk people and like clearly people who've just in for really petty crime.
I'm just gonna take a seat and ask one of them.
Oh, there are
do
no
you have-
seats. There are no seats.
I'm gonna take a seat on the floor. Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask one of them. Did they let you have a call and leave?
Oh, no calls here. You just have to, pay the fine and they'll let you leave.
I mean, I'm able to do that. I don't know why they didn't just ask.
Oh, because they want to pretend they're a legitimate operation.
Just gonna give a big sigh.
Okay, I'll meet back up with Vernon after the crowd kind of dies out,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll just kind of let's. I'm guessing the comm doesn't have any type of like location type of thing. Like we can't actually figure
No.
out where the location of the. Okay.
I feel like the local police station is something that any passerby would know.
I mean, it's pretty. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious. There's like little signposts to it and stuff in various areas. It's it's the local security station for this area. I hesitate to call it police, really.
Local enforcement.
Yeah. So you can, and even if you can't find it immediately, if you think that Thar is there, you could look it up on the public holonet and find it instantly.
Okay. Well, let's say we deduce that it's like security picked him up, so we'll
Okay,
head down
let's
to-
roll this back. How do you deduce
Yeah.
that security picked him up?
Okay, sure. So from the crowd dying down, we see that there's a bunch of people also getting escorted back from other security officers.
Okay, that's
so I
pretty
imagine
reasonable.
that he's back there with them. Yep.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, Thar getting arrested is not a surprising thing.
What is it?
It's the first place I check.
So what's the plan?
So we'll walk outside the precinct and we'll see if we should probably just go in and try and just barter him out. Being on Ord
That's
Mantell, it
probably
seems
the-
like money's the best conversation starter.
Yeah, let's do that.
Is Vuz aware of your plans?
Buzz is back on the ship. He doesn't need
Have
to be
you-
aware of our plans.
Okay. So Vuz is being left in the dark. He's just kicking his heels with Lifty.
What a fun group.
Licking his wounds.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah, so you head over to the security office. There's like a couple of guards outside who just open the door for you to let you go in. And there's a few counters with a few more guards and reception type people sitting behind them. There's some people coming in and out yelling about how much it costs and how expensive the fines are. And you see some of the drunk people being like escorted into the back.
Well, that's promising.
Maybe we could use our corporate connections here. We can kind of call out that he's at the camp. I imagine
feel
that they
like
don't
would
want.
just make them squeeze us for more.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Okay, we'll go up to central booking and try to see if we can find somebody of ill repute.
So you head over to the desk where there's a human woman in a reasonably smart uniform. She says, "Hello, welcome to Securitech offices. What can I do for you?"
We're looking to bail out a certain Ithorian here.
Ithorians. Yes, we had one just come in recently. This would be Thar Retflow.
That is he.
I see. Well, he's currently in for processing for, let's see, starting an illegal fight.
Starting?
So that would be...
Wait. Starting an illegal fight? No, he wasn't. He didn't start one.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's what our officers witnessed, so I'm afraid that's what he's written up for. As I was saying, starting an illegal fight, the fine for which is 2,500 credits.
How long is the jail time?
Indefinite until you pay the fine.
If we had a multiple first-hand witnesses say that he wasn't there starting the fight, would that deduct a portion of the fine at least?
She sighs and says, "Oh, that would be very irregular, but I suppose we could consider it."
Well, fortunately for you, I have one with me right now.
Is that me, sir?
Yes, that's why I brought you here. Can you please give your first-hand account?
I will do that, sir. Am I going to need to roll deception for this?
Well, tell me what are you going to lie? Are you going to make up a story about what Thar was doing, or are you going to tell the truth?
I mean, he didn't start the fight.
Okay, so if you're going to tell the truth, that won't be deception. That'll just be either negotiation or charm.
Point. I think I just need to make something up. Cause
yeah, you're better at lying than you are at telling the truth.
Tell the truth for anything.
You're a convincing liar, but when you tell the truth, people just don't really seem to see your point of view.
He got pulled in. He had nothing to do with
protocol droid.
So if you could roll against, let me think, 1 difficulty, 1 challenge.
1 difficulty, 1 challenge.
Yeah, that's just her stat block.
And I cannot ever remember what my stats are.
That's fine. That's what character sheets are for.
Okay, so you would think I could do this, right?
You never say never.
If tonight is any indication, none of us can do anything.
Okay.
All right.
Thank goodness. She says, very well, the testimony of a droid is well known to be quite watertight, but since he was... what story did you spin her?
He saw a fight between 2 Selonians and broke it up.
Okay, so well, technically that's the truth. Kind of.
I mean, I'm saying he was a passive bystander before that.
Oh, I see. Okay, he was just coincidentally wandering by. That's the lying part. Okay.
And heroically and valiantly stood between the Selonians as people were betting on this fight in a very specious manner.
Exactly so.
So she says, well, I suppose the testimony of a droid should always be taken at face value where possible. Well, still, he was involved in the illegal fight, so we're still looking at 1,000 credit fine. He should have simply called in our security officers.
And I'll chime in and say this was a life and death situation. I don't think a security officer would have been there in time. His valiant efforts might have just saved a Selonian life. Perhaps that's a little bit less money than 1,000 credit.
Sounds like negotiation to me, which will be the same difficulty, but your negotiation.
Yes.
There was one advantage from Vernon's role, so how would you like to use that?
I think it would be reasonable to basically soften her up a little and give a boost.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay, spending a strain to decrease down.
Yep. Get rid of that 1 in 12.
Yes.
Because it's going to happen eventually, damn it.
Oh my gosh.
How?
Said, I'm sorry, sir, but our fines are non-negotiable. We can try and release your friend a little earlier if you like.
Earlier than indefinite?
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, I can accelerate his processing time.
Certainly. That would be very beneficial. If even a bypass of his processing, it's really not necessary. They're not going to find anything.
Okay, so you want to use your 3 advantage to bypass the processing.
Yeah.
Are you going to pay the 1,000 credits?
We'll pay the 1,000 credits.
Divide that 4 ways, just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, thank you very much for doing business with the Securitech. And I'll let the officers know that your friend should be released.
Very well. Thank you very much.
You wait a couple of minutes, and then Thar is walked out by one of the officers, not in binders. The officer looks slightly disappointed, but not completely upset. And he pushes Thar into the atrium and says, "Off with you."
I still have all my belongings, correct?
Yes, they gave you. He begrudgingly gives you your comlink back.
Okay.
Pretty much everything else you were wearing. They didn't take anything off you because you didn't seem to be carrying anything like particularly. Like they don't really care what you have as long as you're in a cell. They don't care.
I'm gonna walk up to Waldern and say, "Hey, thanks."
Yep. By the way, you owe us 250 credits.
I think you should talk to Buzz about that. Let's get back to the ship.
Yeah.
You mean the guy who told you not to get involved repeatedly?
Don't try and imply this shit wouldn't have happened if you had kept fighting.
You're saying this over the comm link. You probably don't want to be saying this over the comm link.
No, that was me saying it, not Fuzz.
Oh,
My voice didn't get higher.
There you go, that's fair. Let's get back to the ship, Waldern.
We'll get back to the ship.
Okay, you all make your way back to the Avidon Hale with its brand spanking new whisper thrust engine, and contemplate how you're going to get some medical supplies to Mon Calamari.
First,
We
let's
don't-
contemplate how we get some medical supplies onto the ship.
They
Yeah,
said
because
they'd be
that stopped
contacting-
everything.
Well, they said they would be contacting us, and we haven't received any contact yet.
Maybe we should check our inbox on the Avidon Hale.
I did that while you guys were gone. And I found...
Bob?
Oh, nothing. They didn't say they were going
Oh,
to contact you.
damn
They
it.
said they said that contacts in Athacam may contact you, but that's up to them.
What was,
Otherwise, you need to acquire the medical supplies yourselves.
we got some coupons for Kexy's Diner. 50% off Bantha jerky. What was it? Bantha jerky? Was it Nerf
Quiet
jerky?
little one.
The skins.
Bantha skinned. So I give those to Walder.
Oh, yes. Talking in those. Wait, that price was the same I paid for it.
Are you saying a coupon can lie too? I'm learning so much about honesty today. On a very special episode of Edge of Despair.
Buzz learns that you shouldn't lie, or a 6-foot-tall woman is going to come and beat you up.
No, you should lie more. You shouldn't try to own up to past mistakes. That's what he's taken away from this.
Oh, dear.
Nobody's
Okay,
contacted us.
I'm just gonna phone into Athacam
Okay.
and
The
ask if I
usual
have any
slightly
jobs
tired
for-
receptionist picks up and says, "Athacam?
Hey, this is Thar Vertiflow. I'm wondering if you have any special contacts for us. We were told that we would be receiving a call. Just wondering what's.
Huh? No. In fact, it looks like your schedule has been completely cleared."
I'm gonna hang up furiously.
Way to put him on our trail.
Did we try to contact the known rebel agent previously?
The executive, yeah, you tried to contact him, and it
Okay.
just bounced off a satellite and didn't go anywhere.
Walter, maybe you should call Wooloo. I think he's on Galar.
You give him a ring, but I don't know if we already talked to them earlier about this. He said that everything's anonymous. They just get contacts and that's it.
Maybe
It's
he got
really
a
just
contact about where we gotta go.
Maybe. Maybe you could do it yourselves.
We're just
I
gonna
know,
find
right?
Some medical supplies. We're gonna purchase some medical
there any-
supplies.
I mean, you could pay for them if you
How
wanted to.
much?
Did any hospitals leave their Wi-Fi open on the way through so we can find...
I mean, I will remind you, you already know where an Athacam warehouse is. Full of supplies.
Oh, the useless Ugnaught.
Yeah, on Lantilles.
And
You
why
already
the
know the
hell are we
location.
on Ord Mantell?
Because we wanted to help Renzi out.
And instead, you got in a fight with a fight with Selonian, and Thar got arrested.
All right, well, we've done our job here, so let's go to Lantilles.
Okay.
In character, I'm gonna say, why do you want to go to Lantilles? All that's there is an Ugnaught.
No, it's perfect. The Ugnaught doesn't care. It should be pretty simple to get something by him.
We can tell him Athacam told us to do this. Or we
Sure.
can shoot him and then take whatever we want.
Whoa!
Wow.
How
Whoa!
did you get so violent?
Whoa!
I tried atoning for my past mistakes, and it got
Calder, get
Thar
us to
put
the
in
damn
jail.
warehouse.
Well,
I'm
never.
gonna kind of tap Waldron on the shoulder. Hey, let's go. Come on.
Okay. I'll close the landing hatch and we'll.
I ripped that bumper sticker off before we leave.
That's
All
good.
right, all right.
I was gonna fly fast enough to rip the bumper sticker off, but that'll work too.
I don't know if a bumper sticker is a real thing in Star Wars.
It is now.
Flip that dusty point.
Yeah, let me actually draw a better line. There
Oh
we
no,
go.
do I
So
have
off
to
you
make
go.
an astrogation check?
Yep. It's okay. It's just average, and it's a boost because you flew the route recently.
Thank God. I haven't rolled well once tonight.
Let's see if this changes, and you make this beautiful astrogation check.
Oh my
Yes, look at that.
Oh my god, the legend never dies.
The most useful check you could possibly make, and you just shoot your way to Lantilles. It takes you like a day
You
somehow.
figured out how to turn the navigation computer on.
During that day, do you want to install the binoculars onto
Yes, thank you.
Vernon?
Sure. I'm also going to
Yes,
use
since-
the advantage to just get rid of strain.
Can I medicine
Um,
check myself?
Well,
a
don't
day.
forget. So after 1 day of after 1 day, you can have some rest, recover all your strain, do your threshold,
Ooh.
and
You're at 2.
well, you're still at 2. You still have your obligation preying on
Right.
your mind since you
Yeah.
literally just had a fight with a Selonian.
Nope.
And
Stress-free.
obviously, everyone can recover 1 wound as well.
Can I medicine check myself, please?
And
For the
me.
first time in about 2 months, I'm at 0 wounds.
Okay, so you want to try and heal your wounds,
Yes.
Thar? So that's going to be you're at more than half. It's going to be a hard. Ooh, hang on. It's +2 to do medicine on yourself.
You have other people that can
So,
probably...
sorry. Yeah, it's going to be a daunting medicine check.
You can...
There you go. Or you can just ask someone else to do it.
If you heal me, I'll heal you. I have 4
We'll find out.
intelligence. I have 4 ability with it.
You recover nothing.
Hey, hey, Walter.
You don't want me doing this. Ask the one with the nimble fingers.
Buzz? I'm gonna
Yeah.
point to my bleeding wound that was freshly made from an axe. I think you need to help me.
Okay. If you'll do the same for me, because I hurt too. What's the difficulty?
Average, because he's over half.
You're
And he
welcome.
recovers 1 wound.
There you go, buddy.
God, you suck.
You literally just put a sticking plaster on him, and you're like, there we go.
Doesn't
Thumbs up.
doesn't
I'm
your
gonna
med
stim
pack
pack
have
myself.
a boost on it?
No,
Too late.
screw this. I'm gonna stim pack myself.
Okay, you
Well,
recover another 5 wounds.
All right, let's get going, homies.
Wait, me first, and then I gotta work on Vernon.
All right,
You're the
how much-
doctor! Doctor me!
All right. What's the difficulty?
2.
He's actually, again, average, because he's at just over half.
Correct?
Yep. You actually use your med pack Fuzz decided against it, and Fuzz recovers 2 strain and 2 wounds.
No, just 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Some doctor.
Did better than you.
Barely, and you went to medical school.
I didn't say I passed medical school.
You just went there and, hit on the Athorian ladies. And
All right, and to modify Vernon.
Growled
what's that
at
gonna
him.
be?
Okay, and modifying Vernon is going to be an average mechanics check. Well, sorry, easy, even. It's just easy. So there you go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to upgrade it.
Thanks. No,
There you go.
that's going to be our one despair.
You blind, Vernon.
Oh no!
No, don't worry. I wouldn't be that mean.
Just to
Is that
be-
all your mechanics?
Yeah, I thought I might have something to help with that, but I don't.
Bah! Humbug.
There.
There you go. Congratulations. You have some wonderfully installed infrabinoculars behind your eyes.
And with the advantage,
So you-
I gave him a nice oil bath while doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so clean now. Thank you. And I can see so much more.
You can see clearly, Gao. The sand.
The
from
fog is
Ord
gone.
Mantell is
Suddenly, I don't like you again.
Vernon wouldn't know that's a song reference.
No one in Star Wars
Yeah,
would know
neither
that's a
would
song
Vuz.
But somehow Vuz made the reference.
Let's
And
get
we're all
going,
better for
Waldron.
it.
Buzz
Take
is
2
tuned
strain.
in.
Take 2 strain, Buzz.
But I just recovered 2 straight.
You saw too far into the future in a galaxy very far, far away.
Buzz truly is the smartest of us all. All right.
Like the orcs of Warhammer, they're very powerful but too stupid to use it.
You drop out of hyperspace above Lantilles, the bustling shipyard, freighter, and general ecumenopolis in the mid-rim. Sorry, technically in the inner rim, right? No, wait, no, just in the mid-rim. Just barely in the mid-rim.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and make our way over to that old Ugnaught and dock over there.
Okay, you land back at the Athacam warehouse. You notice there are actually droids around this time. Some load lifters and a couple of security droids are patrolling.
That's handy. Okay.
Of course.
Should we send Lifty in?
We can
Alone?
certainly listen.
Yeah, just send
Off you go,
Lifty
Lifty,
to do
bye.
everything.
Lifty, are you ready for your first stealth mission?
Oh, God.
We can get Lifty to go and get the equipment.
Well, we have to have something resembling permission first. Unless you think he could sneak it out.
I mean, he's got
think
one
that would
rank
be
of the
amusing to
indistinguishable
watch.
talent, and that helps.
Let's talk to the Ugnaught. The Ugnaught doesn't care at all, if he's still there.
I don't know if he was going to keep his job very long, but we can find him.
It's at the camp. He's gonna keep his job.
Keep in
It's
mind, I
fair.
did give Lifty a rank in deception, so...
The most
Of
deceptive
course.
robot.
With his 1 cunning.
With this one gun, yeah.
He's a robot of low cunning. Okay. Are you all going to just hop out and head into the warehouse then?
Yep. Mhm.
All 5 of us.
Yep. So the gang heads into the warehouse. The Ugnaught is indeed still at the computers in his office. You do notice there are some security droids patrolling now in the warehouse and plenty of binary load lifters moving stuff.
So I'll go up and say, "Hey, my favorite Ugnaught, how are you doing, buddy?"
Oh, it's you. Did you know that since you guys were here, they've increased the security on this place? Can't get a
Now-
moment's rest with all those droids clanking around.
Now, why would they do that?
I don't know, something about some crate going missing or something.
Crate going missing. That's strange.
Yeah, I
Hey.
mean, obviously, I keep a watchful eye on this facility.
Obviously. You're one of Vathicam's best employees.
Yeah, whatever. What do you want anyway?
We're here to pick up some equipment. We can't exactly find it again. Can you actually help us out this time?
No, I mean, look, if you have equipment, you should be able to find it. Talk to one of the
Okay.
droids if you need help.
Okay. Do you mind if we've been trying? I think somebody's been tracking us. We need some of the security droids actually to take a sweep of our ship, if that's fine.
Huh? Yeah, I can send one over.
Sounds good. Okay. When that security droid goes over, we'll go ahead and try to abscond with some supplies. We'll make note of.
There's more than
which
one security droid.
I know. Hold on now. Hold on. We're going to make note of which security droid left so that we can figure out the gap of like where we can kind of maneuver in and out.
Okay, so that kind of thing is probably going to be a hard perception check.
Well, that's going to be my job.
Vernon, scout.
Vuz, this
And
might
again,
be
I can't remember.
some slicing. You might want to do a little bit of slicing here.
Yeah, I was gonna. If I can get to the computer, maybe the Ugnaught will let me use it to find what we need to find.
Okay, Vernon, you find a gap in the security patrol left by that droid that's been sent
Okay.
off to investigate the Avidon Hale.
I'm going to pass that information on to everybody else.
There were some unsealed boxes here, right? It wasn't just all sealed boxes.
Yeah, there's lots of different sizes and shapes and sealedness of crates. Like there's some bulk crates which just have a load of loose stuff in them, that kind of thing.
So
But I don't think
imagine-
a single stim pack or med kit is really going to do the job for Mon Calamari.
Yeah, we're
Alder,
needing full
can-
crates, I think.
Waldern, can you ask the Ugnaught if he'll let me use the computer to find what we're looking for, so he doesn't have to help us?
Sure. Excuse me, Mr. What is your name?
The Ugnaught.
Ugly Noddington.
Let's have a gander at Wesh.
Wesh. Okay. That's a very beautiful name.
Yeah,
So now you try
I
flirt.
hated my mother and she gave it to me.
Wesh, I know you don't really care for helping us, but would you mind if my mechanic here used the computer to find the cargo we're looking for?
Yeah, I would mind. You're not allowed to use this computer. Only I can use this computer.
Well, then you wouldn't have to do any work. We could just do it.
Yeah, but it's more than my job's worth. I'll give you access to this computer.
much
There's
is your
some
job worth?
terminals in the warehouse itself. You can probably do something from those.
Where's that?
In the warehouse.
That's right. We used one of those before, I believe.
Yeah, see? Don't need me at all. Go do your jobs. Go on.
Okay.
He waves you out of the office.
Well, I go to one of the terminals. I'm going to try to find any medical supplies that look like what we're looking for.
What are you looking for?
Just a lot of medical supplies in a crate. Whatever
So you
the
want like a
biggest
general, like, are you looking for Bacta? Are you looking for
Maybe we should
specific,
look
like,
for
scanners?
antibiotics, Buzz, specifically for the Mon Cal.
Okay.
Okay, so that kind of specificity means you want to do a hard computers check.
You know what? I'm upgrading it before you do.
Oh, okay. I see how it
Ooh.
is. No trust. There's no trust here.
They're damn right there isn't. And I don't even trust my rolls, so okay. Hard there. Yep.
Hey, there you go. There you
Whoa!
go.
Wait a minute. Cheat items.
So Triumph, I find it in the area where there's the gap in security.
Yep.
Is that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's Triumph for you. Yeah, it is very conveniently located just where it needed to be. Deus Ex Selonian.
Hey, I found it. It just so happens to be in the area that Vernon found the security hole in.
You take a strain, of course. That hacking was pretty tense.
All right, I'm. This felt slightly dishonest, but not super dishonest. I'll have to think about that later. But, yeah, should I get Lifty to come get it?
Yeah, we can bring out Lifty.
Oh, thank
So is
God.
it just
Master.
one crate?
Maybe, hold on, maybe we should hurry it up because that droid will be back from its security check.
Yep.
I'm gonna run a little interference with that security droid. So I'll go back to the ship.
Lifty's on
Okay.
his way out to get it. And
As
then
you
heads
head back,
to
as you head back to the ship, and you get there, you notice the security droid has like a hand scanner, and it's using it to scan the ship on the hull.
Yep. So as the security droid is scanning the ship, I will try to position it so that it will basically show itself, or so that it's facing away from the loading dock. So when Lifty comes back, the security droid is not looking at Lifty as he's putting in the.
Okay, and how are you planning to do this? How are you planning to manipulate this droid?
I am going
Bonk it on the
to.
head.
No, I'm going to point at the specific areas on my ship that I want it to specifically scan and rescan and triplicate scan, and just to make sure. And I will also position my body to kind of like game its directives to only look that one way. So I will kind of like stand in front of it a little bit, so it'll have to kind of maneuver around me.
Okay, could you make an average deception check?
Oh no.
Do it, you got it.
Let me confirm where my deception is. Okay.
Destiny point.
That's a good idea.
Oh, no! Bob, no!
Dang it.
Carry on.
I feel like that's cheating.
Come on, despair. Come on, despair.
Come on, Slev, you got this.
Man, if I just... I should have gotten works like a charm.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay, no, the droid turns to you and says, I am sorry, sir, but my current scanning pattern is optimal. I will not deviate from my scanning pattern. And it continues heading round towards the loading ramp. It doesn't seem like it's necessarily going to be there when your friends get back, and you can always just try and suggest to them they want to show up when he's not looking at the loading ramp.
Yep.
It's just going to be a little more tense than it may otherwise have been. Okay, so meanwhile, Lifty has shown up in the warehouse.
It's over here, Lefty. Oh, thank you, Master Vuz. You truly are very intelligent.
Oh,
So what's Lifty's stats again?
Brawn 3, Cunning 1, Agility 1, Willpower 1, Intellect 2, Presence 1.
Okay, so it's going to be an average athletics check for your droid to pick up and move.
Vuz is going to help him, so boost.
Okay. Like, no, Lifty, lift with your knees.
Well, also physically helping him.
Oh, that's not going to be very effective, is it?
And I'm going to Destiny Point.
oh my god.
It's got limited time left to screw with us. I don't want
Running down the clock! Running down the clock! Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Lifty puts his lifting arms underneath the crate and just turns to you, and just he has this sad, plaintive look on his little face. And you can act out how sad and plaintive he may or may not be.
Master Fuzz, I appear to be unable to lift it. I should change
It's
my
like-
name to Droppy.
his entire being has just been ripped apart. But you do have 4 advantage, so
Thar happens to walk up and
Yeah, sure.
helps us move this thing.
Or could it break into smaller boxes?
yeah, breaking into smaller boxes is more the appropriate thing you can be doing here, since it is proven
That's gonna be
impossible to lift.
time-consuming, though.
So you
Yes,
all
it will be time consuming.
Okay,
Save-
we've removed it into, or we've taken out the smaller Pop-Tart boxes inside the value pack of Pop-Tarts.
Only to find there weren't as many as you thought there were.
There were, but they raised the price. This isn't an... It's still
So if
pissed me
all
off.
of you who are there carrying an individual part, if all of you could make an instead of average an easy athletics check to carry the boxes.
I think maybe I should volunteer to not carry a box.
You're a bit spindly.
Okay,
Yeah.
Lifty fucks up again.
Of course, athletics. So Lifty is just incapable. He what do you want his 4 advantage to do? You can offer to help everyone else, I suppose, and give them boosts.
That would be helpful. Now it's Fuzz's turn.
Lifty gives you some lifting advice, and it actually helps.
Oh my god.
So our tiny little Selonian, well, not that tiny, but our small Selonian picks up
A box.
and which will say there were 4 boxes from this crate. So we currently have 1/4 of a crate's worth of medical supplies.
All right, I'm
And-
gonna roll.
Yeah, go on.
What do we got?
Oof.
Woo!
Yeah. You can even recover a strain if you. Well, actually, you
I'm gonna
can't.
pass the advantage down. Actually,
Everyone helping gets boost with this already.
Yeah, because of all the advantage that that Lifty got.
Oh.
So yeah, so that's half of a crate's worth of medical supplies currently being carried. And does Vernon want to give it a shot? It's
This is
easy.
gonna be
You have a boost.
miserable.
do it. You can do it.
You can't lift worse than Lifty, Droppy, and then Teachy.
You take a strain. it strains your servos, but you manage to do it. You pick
I
up.
was not
just hear the
built for this.
You pick up one of the smaller Pop-Tarts boxes from the big Pop-Tarts box.
188 for each
congratulations,
individual
guys.
one. 7.
Congratulations, you now have 3/4 of a crate of medical supplies that you can bring back to the ship.
Maldern, get in there.
I'm still at the ship. I'm running it.
Shit. What can
One
Lifty
more
lift the
cover.
smaller one?
Lifty failed at lifting a
Lifty
smaller
failed to
one.
lift the smaller one.
Destiny point. Try again.
Can I do
No,
that?
the patrols are coming around. You are rapidly running out of time.
Okay,
You need
we're
to be
leaving.
heading
We're
out
leaving.
of
We're
The
leaving.
gap that you have.
We're leaving.
All right, I'm just gonna hustle and bustle onto the ship.
Okay. See, the problem is, of course, that the security droid is coming round. So I'm going to need you all to make stealth checks against 1 purple and one red and 2 purple.
Oh shoot. Well, okay.
I've used stealth this session a couple of times, and I still can't remember what it is.
So whose role is this first one?
This is mine.
Okay, let's see if our faithful droid can get a.
Oh my
No.
Oh
god.
god.
But you've been spotted. Okay, that's 1 spotted. Carry on. Let's
Bob,
see.
you're sure you haven't messed with these dice?
No.
I haven't touched Tabletop Simulator. You got 2
These-
advantage. You
I'm
did get 2 advantage. You can-
Pass on a boost.
I
I'm
destinied.
being distracting.
I destinied
You just need for what?
for a stealth roll for this. I'm giving myself.
I would rather destiny I close the cargo bay door so the guy that's inside my ship does not see outside of the ship.
But we're bringing stuff onto the ship, and there's people coming up
You're-
behind us.
Oh, is it outside or inside?
The droid is outside, scanning the
Okay.
hull right now.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
close the door, then it just.
Okay, sure. No. I didn't know where everybody was at.
Wait, whose role is this right now?
This is me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for
Why do you have a
fuck's
boost?
I passed that on.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, you got 1 advantage, but you're also spotted. And finally, Thar.
Boosting Thar.
Oh my god, this is just.
Everybody, you're like, Vernon gets spotted. He's like, come on, guys, you could do it. And then Buzz does the same thing.
This is just not gonna go well.
It could happen. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
You take a strain, and the droid turns around to see you three all standing there like rabbits in the headlights. Basically, just holding these medical supplies.
I'm gonna walk
And
past
the droid
him.
said, the droid's like,
walking.
you,
Priority delivery, please move aside.
Avidon Hale
thank
crew, you are not currently authorized for a cargo transfer. Please replace these crates in the warehouse.
Are there other droids behind us? Is it just this droid?
There's currently just one droid, this one security droid with you in the hangar.
Do I notice any
And a couple
security
of binary-
cameras?
You can make well, I don't know if you're really at a stage to communicate to each other, but one of you can make a perception check, an average perception check looking for security cameras.
Well, if
I'll-
we can't communicate with each other,
I'll
then
do
yeah.
it.
That's your perception.
That
Amazing.
is.
You can't tell if there are any security cameras or not. You have no idea if there are security cameras, but you do have one advantage. So you can recover a strain, I guess.
You said there are other labor droids around, right?
Yeah, there are some binary load lifters moving barrels and stuff in the
Okay,
corner
so
of the
I
hangar.
won't use that to boost myself when shooting him. So, can I guess. It was
Hold on,
perception
Corey.
roll,
I
so-
got this. I'm gonna
I can
walk up to the
recover
droid and
strain.
say, "Oh, you want this crate back?" And I'm gonna just try and lug it on him.
You're gonna just drop the crate onto the droid into the droid's
Yeah.
arms. Okay, in kind of like a throwing it kind of way,
Well, no,
or
I'm just gonna gently walk up and like, "Hey, okay, here you go," and see if it can support it.
Okay. So it's gonna make an athletics check, the same athletics checks you guys had to make.
Can I roll a destiny point to add a setback to that boy?
Doesn't matter.
It
you still failed.
It drops the crate and says, "Oh dear."
You damaged Athacam. What are you doing?
I am sorry, Athacam.
You need to go get that
employee,
Ugnaught
but this
right
is
now.
not part of my programming.
It-
Please
it looks
replace
like-
the crates in the warehouse. I will call a load lifter droid if you require assistance.
Oh, a load lifter droid's right here, and it looks like you dropped that because there's something wrong with you. Maybe I could have a look at you and fix you so it doesn't happen again.
Oh my god.
You are not a registered Athacam droid technician.
That's what I was hired for.
No, you were hired as a ship's engineer. Very different.
Does the droid know that?
Yes, the droid knows that you are like you all have little employee badges and stuff. They know what you are.
God damn it.
I mean, you can try and lie to the droid and say you've been promoted and stuff. Like you can do these things.
No.
I feel like this is a great time for us to lie, personally.
I mean, I was lying trying to convince him that
Hey,
he was
Vernon.
damaged and I should look at him, but
Didn't you say that it took them a while to update our privilege and our IDs? Could you lead him to the ship where that's all located and we could sort out this mess?
Oh, now that you mention it, yes, I did say something about that.
So if you could make
On the
a
ship, you say?
deception check against.
Oh, come on, I can do it. Heart of the cards, baby.
okay.
Can I get a boost from that assist from Thar?
Yes, that's.
I will take. Ooh, whoa.
Someone hit the clear button.
Oh, my bad. I thought I was supposed to.
It's okay. It's okay. Vernon is covering
Okay.
covering the lying,
Okay, so
which is
that's
three
right.
proficiency and an ability. You've got this. You can lie to this droid.
Of course, yes, definitely.
You can't lie
Oh
to
my
this droid.
god! This is such a garbage roll night.
So what would you like? So the droid turns to you and says, "I'm sorry, fellow Athacam service droid, but I am not able to enter Athacam ships unless ordered by Athacam management."
Is the Ugnaught at the camp management? Is what?
Yeah, he would count. He's a warehouse administrator.
Okay, can I use the advantage to convince the security droid to go talk to the Ugnaught to get permission?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. And the security droid says, "Very well. I will contact my manager." And the droid stomps off towards the office.
I just want to point out that this is the second time we basically used the line, "Can we speak to your manager tonight?"
I'm gonna
Are you all gonna
take
get
a
that
break and
haircut?
hustle.
You all gonna get a new
Alright.
haircut?
I
If Walden
immediately
could grow hair.
take my crate into the Hale.
Okay, so you all pick your crates back up.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
hold on. Does he get the permission?
Oh, what?
That's not
We don't
relevant.
care
Got
yet,
him
boy.
out of the
Let's get
way.
on the damn ship.
All right, I pick up my crate. Gotta get in the ship.
Okay, you all drag your crates, your three quarters of a whole crate, onto the ship. They take up a decent amount of space in the hold, but but not as much as you were hoping you were able to fill. This ship has encumbrance capacity 165. I expect each of these crates are encumbrance capacity like 10. So, heavy and,
Hey,
and
Walden, let's
bulky.
go.
Okay. Okay, I'll get into the pilot chair.
Won't they know
As you-
we're
as you-
doing this?
As you settle in, you get a comm, and it's the Ugnaught. Hey, I got one of the droids in here asking me to go on your ship. What's the problem, Walden?
That
I'm
droid's
gonna-
faulty. He needs to get.
I'm going to step forward and take over as Waldron starts saying that, and basically continue. Yes, he has been acting quite strangely. I would recommend immediate technician and overview. I've lost my
wipe?
ability to speak.
A wipe.
I can handle it. I can handle it if you want. If you just send him on the ship, I can do it. Then you don't need to file the paperwork for it.
No,
Okay, if you want to roll your deception check against this difficulty,
Okay.
this Ugnaught is nobody's fool.
Oh fuck.
Oh my
I'm gonna flip a
god.
destiny point. No, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go.
Are we all helping? Oh, well, it's too late now.
Damn it!
Holy
Damn it!
The one time.
The clutch
The
Vernon.
one
Woo!
time.
And Ursula's been rolling really well all night. It's just me and Slever, I think. Kayla's done
Right.
alright.
No, I
everybody
haven't.
down.
I've had maybe 2.
I've had good combat rolls that didn't matter.
So the Ugnaught grunts and says, "Yeah, whatever. Okay, I'll mark it for service. Thanks, Walden."
Appreciate it.
Wait, was that to get it serviced or to get me to service it?
To get the
it.
droid,
Okay.
he'll just put in a ticket for it to get serviced, not by you. You don't count.
God damn it.
Again, you're not a licensed droid engineer. Fathacam, you're a ship's engineer. Very different. So yeah, you guys gonna get the hell out of Lantilles?
Yeah. Going to Moncal.
So yeah, the Avidon Hale rattles much more quietly takes off with the whisper thrust engine and heads off into the skies of Lantilles. Heads into orbit, blasts into hyperspace, and that's where we're going to leave it for this session.
Yay! We almost failed at everything, but somehow survived.
So what we actually succeeded at this session:
Taking
Picked
the
up
story
Garbo.
through kicking
3
and
small
screaming.
crates of medical supplies.
Yes.
You got like 50 credits from the floor.
Oh
That's
yeah, I
true.
picked up 50 credits off the floor. Yeah.
And I did lose 500 credits from bribing somebody. So that's always
Oh, that's
Remember
fair,
that Selonian tales aren't useful in combat.
not by this alone.
I
I mean,
Nice.
hers was useful. Mine wasn't.
She's been working on her tail muscles.
I have not.
Getting those tail curls in.
Get
I
my
might-
muscles in.
I might need to take some points in Brawl or something.
On the off chance you meet her again.
Well, just if we ever get disarmed, no one's going to cut off my tail, I'd hope.
Well, now you mention it.
Hey, wait, why are you telling him these things?
No one's going to cut off my tail. I can get a bionic tail if he does. It'll be... I guess that'd be something that they take off me if we get arrested. Oh well. But I guess that is going to do it for this week's adventures. The full VOD should get up on YouTube probably tomorrow morning. I'll see how long it takes me to upload this. It might be Wednesday, might be tomorrow. But that'd make the next session the 7th if everyone's around.
Should be.
I think, unfortunately, due to the complete lack of... well, you guys made some progress, but also failed spectacularly. So I think that was very much a 15 XP kind of session.
That's more than last time. Oh, and in the last... Well, we were bringing the crates up. You forgot to mention that 10,000 credits fell out, right?
No.
Okay.
No. No, I no.
Okay.
It's
Okay. Well, thanks to... I can't speak anymore. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Goodbye.
Thanks, Lifty, for signing us off.
Thank you for watching. That got way creepier than Lifty. I don't know what that was.
Or breathy.
Right. Mouth breathing.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, everyone.